do it.
Okay, Kelly, this is an important podcast. Joe Rogan is currently falling, so we have the potential to rise, okay? So let's just really knock it out of the park.
All right.
All right.
That'd be nice. That would be totally nice.
It wouldn't be nice. I would hate to see that. My heart would be broken.
Well,
if Joe Rogan
fell? No, if he was following us.
Oh, no. I said he is fallen. He's fallen.
Oh.
So we have the ability to rise up the ranks.
Yeah.
So that whole entire bit is just thrown in the trash now.
Yes, thank you. Sorry.
Welcome to Generational Gap. This is episode 20.
The big 2-0.
The big 2-0.
Next week we can drink.
Next week we can drink, yes. Maybe next week's will get canceled. Or next week
Maybe it might be this week.
Yeah, maybe. I'm Carter Ash.
I'm Kelly Craft.
Kelly Craft is with us today. If you're joining us today, please don't cancel us. There's a lot of canceling going on. If you're a returning customer, thanks for coming back.
Yes.
Glad to see you. Glad to hear you.
Hear you.
Glad for you to hear us.
They see us. We
hear. No. We don't interact with. Comment.
Somebody leave a comment.
Leave a comment so we can interact and I can say cool things. Anyways.
Yes.
Kelly, let's break right into on this day. What's happening?
On this day. What is the date?
Today's the
February 5th.
Feb 5th. Feb 5.
1937.
Ooh, 1937. Anytime you say you do this on this day and you give me like from like 1915 to like 1940, I'm like, ooh, bad times.
It is a bad time.
What happened?
FDR.
Okay.
Fuck him.
We said that last week too.
Proposes enlarging the Supreme Court packing.
How were there 9 then as well?
Yeah,
okay,
failed.
So he wanted to add more.
Failed.
Okay.
Yeah, just you can't change the rules midterm. Democrats.
Has there been 9 since the beginning?
I believe so.
Really?
As long as I can remember.
You remember back in 1776?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. Hey,
little research. That's what this whole segment's about, right?
Exactly. 1945. U.S. troops under General Douglas MacArthur entered the Philippines. They entered Manila. So I read a book about him.
About MacArthur? Okay.
It was actually one of the Bill O'Reilly books.
Yeah, great books. The Killing series is
Killing series.
Great.
It was about World War II.
Okay.
He's kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a warmonger, that's for sure.
The book did not send him off in a very
he likes his
flattering.
war. MacArthher, was he the one who after he was a general in World War II, and then he led the building back of Europe?
So was
that Eisenhower?
So he grew up. I don't know if he grew up. I don't know if his parents were in the military or whatever. In the Philippines. So he had a place in his heart for the Filipino people.
Wow.
And so he was in the Pacific Theater of the war. And for some reason he had to leave. I think the Japanese just really, people don't talk about this. The Philippines took it on the chin in World War II from the Japanese.
The Philippines did?
Not nearly as bad as obviously the Jews did in Europe, but they were definitely.
Ask Whoopi Goldberg, maybe.
Yeah.
she might be different.
So he had to leave, but he promised he would return.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So gotcha.
What this book, and I'm not saying this is factual, this is what the book was saying, which everything seems to be pretty factual.
Yeah, the book seems pretty well researched.
He promised he would return to liberate the Philippines.
AKA for the Korean War?
No, World War II. This is World War II from the Japanese. And so he did, and he came back and he freed the Filipino people from the Japanese. But now, he was so upset what the Japanese did to them, he was all about the land war in Japan.
He just wanted to go hard.
He wanted revenge. Yeah. And that's why, like, the higher-ups, he didn't even know about the atomic bombs.
They didn't even tell him? Because he would have been like...
No, yeah. Well, he wanted to go in there and make the Japanese people pay.
Right. He wanted to rape and pillage.
He wanted to just overthrow Japan.
Yeah, right.
I mean, and so that was part of the reason was they didn't tell him because he's like, hey, you're kind of crazy a little bit. Yeah. But, and that's why Truman dropped the bombs was, I can kill 200,000 Japanese or I can kill 1 million Americans in a land war.
Right.
So he weighed his options.
Yeah, sure.
And
the bomb, obviously not good. No one, no nuclear weapons should be dropped. But when you start thinking about it,
saved lives.
we were in a war. We were in I don't think people
a real war.
People don't think about that part. Like we were in a war where, over World War II, 30, 40 million people died. And he's like, okay, are we going to let another X million people die, or are we going to drop this bomb and we're going to finish it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Russians took it on the chin.
Russians took it hard,
I saw a stat, and the stat is off. Don't come at me. But it was like if you were a Russian male born in like 1923.
Right.
Like would put you at 18 years old at the start of World War II. Like 80% of them died.
Oh yeah. No. Like 30 million people.
No, if you were an 18-year-old male born in you're 1923.
Sure.
80% of those died.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Those Russians, man, are so scary, man. Like
do you
think that the Russians now with the current situation, which we have plenty to talk about that today. Yeah. But do you think that because I don't know anything about Russian people, I don't know anything about Russian culture, essentially. Yeah, you see them, but like I don't know anyone who's ever told me about like the Russian, ethos. Do you think that the Russian ethos that let's fight in the fucking snow and hold Petrograd for 40 days straight, do you think that mentality is still there? That spirit
I think if any country, even say you attack American homeland, you get that.
Yeah.
It's probably when you send people off to go and fight in a foreign war, they're why am I here? This is 5,000 miles
away from that was Russian people defending Russian land.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, right.
So that's a little different.
Sure,
I think.
Sure.
But, you see the Russian people, like I see them on TikTok or Instagram, they're just like, I think they're a lot like us. So like, why are we all at war?
Okay, so that's what I was going to say. So do you see people on TikTok
they don't
that
talk
are
about it, but they're just like
they just seem like they're going to doing their normal thing.
They're
right?
like living a nice life, and they're doing their little Russian things,
they're doing dances and singing and going to jobs.
Yeah,
and, But
I've gotten on the Russian side of TikTok lately.
I wish like that there wasn't like these like geo censorship borders. We don't see a whole lot from China. We don't see a whole lot from Russia.
China.
I wish that we would see more and have more. We talked about this last week, right? Like the interconnectedness of just average people.
Olympics.
Well, I haven't.
See the Dutch journalist get shut down mid-interview and dragged off.
I haven't followed anything about what? What happened?
This Dutch journalist was given his, and I don't know the whole story, but he was given his interview. Headphones just went out all completely out.
Yeah.
There we go. Anyways, mid-interview, and the Chinese guy, like with the Chinese armband, comes in on his arm, shuts his interview down, and drags him off.
What was he talking about? Do you know? Do you need to pause real quick?
I'm good. I don't know what was going on. And if you want to pause it and go find the video, we can do that.
Okay, we're back. Let's take a moment. So we pulled up this video, and the title is Chinese Official Drags Dutch Reporter Away During Olympics Live Report.
And I don't know why he drug him away. Like, was he in the wrong area? Didn't have the credentials? I don't know. He just walked in there mid-interview, and look at his armband.
It's like Nazi shit?
It's like Nazi shit, but it's Chinese. Flag on it.
Play.
We gaan naar China, naar onze correspondent Sjoerd ten Daas. Sjoerd, jij
To
staat
our
vlakbij het
this is
stadion.
way too fast.
Wat gaat China de komende uren laten zien?
Ja, 咱们往前走，哥们儿。哎，稍等一会儿，往前在新闻联播。Ja, we worden hier inmiddels, je merkt het, al weggetrokken. We zijn net ook al bij een ander gebied.
Shit's getting wild, dude.
The report, she's like, what the fuck's going on
He must be in the wrong place or something, or doesn't have a press pass or something. I don't know what's going on here.
Like I said, it may be just he's in the wrong area. I don't know. I don't know if they were trying to just shut him down, or
what. Yeah, I wonder if there's comments. The Dutch reporter said that he already moved and was moved there by the Chinese police, so he was told to move again from the exact place he was already moved to by the police. So maybe some sort of kind of like you can't stand here kind of a thing. Either way.
Let me do my report.
Day one of the Olympics.
It's not a good look for China.
Not a good look for China. This whole thing is not a good look for China.
I'm not necessarily a fan, like I was telling you earlier, NBC, but I was, when I say I was watching the opening ceremonies, they were on in the background.
Right.
Boy, they were not hard hitting to China, but they were not like, I'm sure.
Not your average opening ceremony commentary, right?
I'm sure, like, yeah.
You love the Olympics.
I do. I'm more of a Summer Olympic guy.
Right.
But I love watching the track and field.
Yeah. You love it. You're always about it.
Right now, the skiing's great. I like watching the skiing.
Do you like watching the ski racing or the freestyle stuff?
Both. I like the ski racing.
The racing. I like the racing too. Like I think
they're going balls to the wall,
and they're like all crouched and they're going like 45 miles per hour probably. Like
like 80.
Oh really?
Oh, they're cruising. They're like 70, 80 miles an hour. That's like when they crash. They're like
that's scary as fuck.
They're screwed up.
That's crazy.
When they crash.
I watched a F1 racing, not fail video, but it was just like it was on TikTok, and it was like the driver point of view, like a bunch of crashes and stuff, like hitting the back wheel, running into walls and stuff. Dude, going at high speeds.
Yeah, no bueno.
No bueno. That's why they're the best, though, right?
What is the population of the United States?
368 million?
Something like that.
Okay.
1969, United States population reaches 200 million.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right.
Nice.
Shout out. On this day, 1983, I think I probably should have remembered this, but I don't. I was 11, so it's probably...
You're probably out there
just
skipping
girls
rocks.
Out.
Yeah, learning how to masturbate. Like
That's funny. All right. Former Nazi Gestapo official Klaus Barbie was brought to trial.
Klaus Barbie. I love that name.
He was also maybe known from his other name, the Butcher of Lyon.
Oh, shit. Yeah, when you get a nickname like that, you've done some shit.
So I did a little bit on him.
Yeah, sure.
Let me click on him real quick.
Yeah, what you got?
He was part of the dudes, that Operation Paperclip thing.
Oh, okay. He's one of the 1,400 plus Nazi people.
That also known as the Butcher of Lyon, Lyon city, was a German Gestapo officer who was personally responsible for torturing prisoners while in Lyon under the Vichy regime. Later in life, Barbie was one of the many Nazis that United States intelligence agencies swept up in order to utilize his skills, along with Werner von Braun.
Werner von Braun, he was the head scientist of their propulsion laboratory.
Yeah.
So for you guys listening, the project, and of course, we learn about this through Joe Rogan. That's where I learned about it. I don't know if that's where you've heard about
Operation
it before.
Paperclip?
Operation Paperclip, yeah.
I watched
Hunters?
Hunters on
Yeah, that's a great show. So on Amazon, there's a show called Hunters about a kind of like Inglourious Bastards, but they're all Jews post World War II, and they're out there.
60s and
they're out there finding the Nazis that made it to America. But Project Paperclip was this operation that after World War II, you've got United States and Russia as the victors, and instantly after World War II, we realized that we were going to be enemies.
We kind of realized that before the end of World War II, like, this is going to be me and you standing in, which is not going to be good for us.
I've got some weird feelings about why we became enemies, but I'll stick away from that. But we realized that we were going to be enemies, and the Cold War was going to come about, and we just finished destroying Germany or beating Germany in World War II, and so all of a sudden you have the most evil people on earth, right? Exterminated 8 million Jews, but also some of the smartest, most intelligent, and most sophisticated human beings that have ever lived, right? In terms of their science breakthroughs, their engineering breakthroughs, their environmental engineering.
I don't know, and I don't know, like the Nazi, the scientist, the
Werner von Braun.
He was out killing people. He was just a scientist. He was building rockets to kill people.
Yeah,
he wasn't torturing Jews in Auschwitz.
But I think that
this dude was
guilty by association. You're literally building. You know what your people are doing. You're building rockets. You know about the Gestapo. You know what Hitler's plans are. Like,
I'll give you that. I'll concede.
So, not a good dude. But in Project Paperclip, Russia and the United States, their secret services split up the high-ranking Nazi officials after the end of World War II. So the thought behind that is like, well, Russia's going to get them.
Yeah, well, if we didn't go get them,
Russia was
going to go get
exactly. Them. So we offered a lot of these high-ranking officials. One of the main people is Werner von Braun. He was the head rocket scientist for the Nazis. He ended up heading up NASA for like 20 years.
Yeah, he was the head of NASA.
There's pictures of him and JFK sitting there watching rocket launches together. Like, it's crazy. So this dude's a head Nazi. Everybody knew it, and it's a crazy thing. So if you don't know about Project Paperclip, go check that out. That is probably one of the most interesting things. We took 1,400 Nazis and said, here you go. You're American citizens now. Here's high-paying jobs. Live the life.
2016. I can't believe I never heard of this.
Trump.
No.
What?
computer hackers.
Oh, okay. Oh, WannaCry?
Try to steal $1 billion from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York using Bangladesh banking codes.
Really?
They did steal $81 million before a typo alerted them.
That's kind of crazy. That
I've never heard of that.
Like I haven't heard of that either, and I'm kind of plugged into that. Isn't it weird that like the hack did the money have to like load like a video game like from like 0 to 100%? Like our goal was 80. How much? They were trying to steal how much?
$1 billion.
They were trying to steal $1 billion, and they only got
81 million.
Okay, they only got 81 million. How shouldn't it just be like you press enter, you finish the hack, and you press enter, and the money transfers? Like, was it only like?
Maybe it was like, you ever see Office Space?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got to take a penny out of the dish, kind of thing.
Yes.
All right.
Interesting.
Anyways.
Interesting stuff.
2019, Pope Francis admits for the first time that clerics have sexually abused the nuns. Are there hot nuns?
No. I don't know.
You'd think they're like...
On Pornhub, you can find a lot of hot nuns.
I don't think those are real nuns.
Oh, really? They
I don't
haven't
know what you're
dedicated
searching for on Pornhub, but...
Hot nuns.
Hot nuns.
You literally just type in hot nuns. They're there.
All right. 2020.
February 5th, 2020. Something to do with coronavirus.
No.
What?
The U.S. Senate votes to acquit President Donald Trump 52-48 on charges of abuse of power and 53-47 on obstruction of Congress.
Is that Russiagate or is that Ukraine?
That's the Ukraine thing, I would imagine. I don't know. I get
Both
lost.
are so stupid.
Yeah.
Both are so stupid.
Oh, dude, I saw this TikTok that said, if you think Ukraine, what is it? If you think Ukraine is all about Russia, you're wrong. And they listed like Mitt Romney, Pelosi, Biden, and there's one other whose children sit on Ukrainian energy boards.
Oh, really? Yeah, sure.
All of them do.
There's money out there. There's underlining reasons why the
how does Mitt Romney stay in power? I have no idea.
The war machine is pushing this. And wait till my headline segment. We got crazy shit going on.
All right. Born on this day, February 5th.
Who is it? Gandhi?
John Witherspoon, 1723.
What do you do?
He was the Scottish-American president of the College of New Jersey.
Okay.
He also signed the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, okay.
Had to shout him out. Good job, bud.
Shouts out.
I wonder if he had like anything like, let's make it the Third Amendment. No, Second Amendment. No.
Yeah.
He's just like, all right, whatever.
He's like, I'm good with all of them.
Yeah. It's like, can I go?
Sign my name and get the. I'll have my secretary. What if
my secretary signed?
What if one of the framers was like, I'll have my secretary sign, and then it was like,
born on this day, breathing, 1942. Dallas Cowboy quarterback Roger Staubach. Hall of Fame, Pro Football Hall of Fame, Heisman Trophy winner. You know what's pretty? You know his little story.
No, I don't know his little story.
He played for Navy.
Okay.
He won the Heisman Trophy. Navy and Army.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, in the 40s, because that's where everybody went. We're like the Alabamas of the day. But he played for Navy, won the Heisman Trophy, then had to go to Vietnam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then he went and played pro football afterwards?
Yeah, he got out. He went to play.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Probably seen some shit.
He's probably seen some shit.
On the field and off the field, if you know what I mean.
Born on this day, February 5th, 1943. Nolan Bushnell.
You bring the most random fucking people, dude.
You'll know his work.
Okay, I probably will.
I do bring the random people, but you'll know his work.
But I know his work.
American electrical engineer. Founder of Atari. He created Pong.
Pong. Beer pong?
No, that was his brother.
That's cool. That was some, it's so funny is like they all like,
I don't think you guys realize how cool Atari was.
No, we don't. We can, and unfortunately, and I can't because I'm very techie and I really enjoy that in programming and all this stuff. So I actually know a lot of the history behind like how those games and the mechanics behind those games. And it's like we look at the stuff nowadays, and just the concept of YouTube. That is a massive endeavor, right? Mm-hmm. But it's all built off the fact that these guys figured out how to get a little pixel, a little like light beam to travel across a screen and have that interaction interface with the program. Just that is the basis of how all this came here.
1982, it blew our minds.
Oh my God. No, it
blew our minds.
And if anyone today can sit down and really try to digest the complexity of how they got there, you would still say it's mind-blowing. It is absolutely mind-blowing what they did.
Still around?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. No, I mean, I actually, at my work, we do it all the time. We teach kids how to build it all the time. That's actually a great...
What does Atari do? They make games? Are they Sega Genesis?
Oh, Atari, the company, but I'm talking like Pong and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, they still make like probably chips. They probably make chips and stuff.
They're out of the video game business?
I don't think they're making video games anymore. Oh. They probably got bought out.
Born on this day, February 5th, 1974. A horrible person, in my opinion. If I say Omarosa, no idea. Omarosa Maddow. Maybe she's French.
You're losing me even more.
She's an American reality TV star and former political aide. She was she was a black lady.
Okay.
She was on Donald Trump's The Apprentice.
Okay.
Unbearable.
Okay.
Unfucking bearable. Like,
and she turned out to be an aide to a president?
Like a ceiling tile fell on her head and she's like going to sue for $1 billion. Just horrible. Trump made her like an aide. She worked in the White House even.
Oh, really? Is he because he felt bad for her or what?
No, I think they kind of had a friendship.
Okay, sure.
Smart lady, I would imagine.
Sure, yeah, he wouldn't. I mean, yeah.
But she's like one of those horrible reality TV people. And then she taped a bunch of stuff and released it when she worked at the White House.
Oh, of like conversations and like stuff that's going on.
Of course, she cried racism.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She's a horrible person.
So she wasn't in there for long.
No.
See, the smart thing would be if that was your game plan, would be to get in office and do a good job and then keep all that stuff so that when you're done, you have the whole story. But if you're in there for like a month and then you're like filming something and then you release it.
I don't know why any president doesn't make everybody sign an NDA, because all these people get out and they write books. Like, I don't know.
They probably can't, because it's not like Trump. It's the people. The people pay for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Trump's not in control. He's just voted to be in charge. The people are in control. The people.
There's presidential privilege. You can make them sign an NDA, I would imagine.
Who would you pardon if you were the president?
Who would I pardon? Tiger King. Quick.
Fuck yeah.
Done. Who else?
Yeah, Tiger King's great.
Why not?
I would instantly do Tiger King.
I saw a thing
and then I would put Carol Baskin in jail.
There's a movie coming out about her.
You know what? I'm kind of over it, because the original Tiger King was awesome, and then that season 2 thing was
horrible.
Stupid. It was so dumb.
Horrible.
She did kill her husband, though.
She did. That bitch Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
This is for our overseas people.
What's happening with our overseas people?
Born on this day, February 5th. I don't know much about him, but he's a really good soccer player.
Ronaldo.
Oh, yeah, because I know his name.
Yeah, that's all I know of him. Ronaldo. He plays football. Also born on this day, a very famous soccer player that I know, 1992, February 5th, Neymar. He just goes by one name. He's a soccer player too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, cool. Soccer. I don't know.
That's birthdays. Deaths.
Happy birthday.
Dead on this day, no longer breathing. 1661.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Before we go into deaths.
Yeah.
What do you think Ronaldo does for his birthday?
Whatever he wants, probably.
What would you do if you had
supermodels?
Nice. Anyways, back to deaths.
I'm just figuring that's what he does. I don't know.
No, he's married. He's married. He's got
I'm sure she's very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
He's a good-looking dude.
She just got a Netflix show.
Really?
Ronaldo's wife. Or Messi's. I don't know. They're all the same.
They're all the same to us. We're Americans. Soccer? Football?
Us English.
Dead on this day. No longer breathing.
No longer breathing.
1661. I put this guy on here. I think it's a guy.
Because you want to pronounce his name?
I just want to try to pronounce his name. Shunzi? Who's the emperor of China? Shunzi.
Spell it.
Shunzhi.
Shunzi.
Those Chinese.
Yeah, Shunzi.
Chinese, they're quick with the Z's and the X's. America, not so much.
They're throwing those Z's and X's around so much, we don't even have to.
He was the third. See, you have a Q, you have to have a U after it. Except in China.
Not if it. Yeah, QI, huh?
QING.
Yeah, QI. That's what they do.
Queen.
Queen.
He died of smallpox at 22.
No one ever dies of big pox.
I was about to say that joke. All right, you beat me. Also, cool name. Wanted to put him on here.
Nice.
I'm going to fuck this one up.
Okay. Is it German?
No.
Does it have the 2 little dots?
He's the president of Togo.
Togo.
I think that's probably in Africa.
I'm going to say that's either in Africa or New Zealand territory.
But dead on this day, February 5th, 2005. All right, here we go. I don't know if the G's silent, but we're not.
Oh, we need to pause real quick.
Why?
Sorry about that. My laptop was not plugged in. Kelly, go ahead. What were you saying?
Dead on this day, February 5th, 2005, the president of Togo.
Togo. Right. Where?
China.
Togo?
Not China. Africa.
Maybe.
I'm going to say it's Africa, by the way. I'm about to pronounce this name.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. The name leads to.
I need to know. It starts with a G, but the G may be silent. I don't know. I'm having trouble starting here. Ganaskabe. E with a little. Ganaskabe. The E's got a little.
Or just Nascabe.
Naskabe. Ayadima. Sorry, dude. Condolences.
Sorry, dude. How did he die?
He died of a heart attack at 69.
Too much fats?
I was going to say, I mean, it's either a heart attack or a lion attack, one of them. Am I
The
wrong?
heart of a lion attack?
I mean, I like to see how many people die of like lion attacks in Africa. Because I remember when that guy shot that lion.
Yeah.
Like everybody's favorite lion online, and some dentist from Wisconsin went over there and shot him, and everybody just like
Chuck from Delaware, DDS.
Bob from Oshkosh. And so there's like dentist, like he, goes on a big game safari hunt, and he shot this lion.
Yeah.
And it like he was authorized to, like, because
He went to the game place and
it was like a very old lion. But it was like,
what was his name? The lion's name.
He had a name. He was super like,
Yeah.
And
Reddit just lost their mind.
and so they started interviewing people from the villages, like, yeah, this is a good thing. Like
they're celebrating.
Yeah,
They've
like,
got him on a steak. They're like cooking him.
You know how many people this lion's killed? This is a good thing.
Okay, I'm looking up how many people have died. How many people die from lion attacks a year? However many go poking their heads into its home.
That's a true story.
That's the best answer. Okay, what website are we on? Answers.com? I should get an answer if I go to answers.com.
The 20 deadliest.
No. So stupid, dude.
Mosquitoes are number one, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mosquitoes have killed. Anyways, we
Tour
don't know.
guide killed and lion attacked. Oh, that's not.
No,
good.
let's just
move on.
We're not going to find it.
All right. I think. Remember that show on Netflix about the guru dudes that moved into that town?
Yes, that was an awesome show.
I think this is the dude.
Really?
I'm not sure. Dead on this day. No longer meditating. 2008. Namaste.
Namaste on Earth.
Maharishi Mahesh Yogi.
Yep, that's him. Yep. Maharishi.
He developed transcendental meditation. He died at 90.
Oh, wait. I don't think that's him.
No,
I think that's like a legit dude. Not some.
To say they all these gurus look the same to me. What?
The robes.
The
robes. Their meditation. The poses.
And they're all Indian dudes with big long gray beards, and they all drive Rolls Royces. And
I opened up TikTok the other day, and the first video that popped up was some sort of like yogi guy talking. I was tranced. I watched the video like 9 times.
I think this is the guy.
You know what they say about cults, right, Kelly?
Cults?
Yeah.
What?
You have more fun as a follower, but you
make
more money as a leader.
See, I went like Indianapolis Colts. That's where I went.
Oh,
sorry.
You know what they say about those Colts?
Once Peyton Manning leaves, and we're never going to win again. Right. Dead on this day. You'll know this guy.
Maybe.
February 5th, 2020. Has an actor. He's an actor.
Was an actor.
Has 2 very famous sons that are actors.
Tom Hanks.
Kirk Douglas.
Okay. Nope.
All right. He's an American actor. Spartacus.
I'm more of a face guy, I think. I don't know any names. I'm more of a face guy.
Kirk Douglas made it up to 103 before he died.
Okay.
Kirk Douglas. Michael Douglas, his father.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, God dang it. What's the movie Apocalypse Now?
I thought that was Sheen. Oh, I know who this is. I know Michael Douglas.
That is Charlie Sheen.
I know Michael Douglas.
Martin Sheen.
I probably don't know his dad, but.
Yeah, that's Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
His dad looks just like him, but 20 years older.
Okay.
That's Michael Douglas.
Just like the Sheens.
Yes.
Charlie Sheen, his dad.
Okay. Click in Kirk Douglas.
Okay.
Looks just like him.
Okay. Kirk or Kurt?
Kirk. Like
K?
Captain Kirk. Kirk.
Kirk Douglas.
There you go.
Go, bitch.
Misspelled Douglas, but
It's okay.
it looks just like him.
Wow, he does look
Like
just
looks just like him. No
He's a
denying
good-looking
that
man.
kid.
He's a good-looking man.
Yeah.
That's what an American looks like in the 50s.
I know.
Right? That's like
some Don Draper shit.
That's some Don Draper stuff. That's like
he's got the little pokey chin thing.
he does have the pokey chin thing. How do you get that?
Genetics.
Oh.
Somebody pokes you with a something.
Your dad has a lot of sex.
Wow. Anyways, that's it.
Your dad, your mom has a lot of sex.
That's things that happened on February 5th.
Okay, cool.
We're all caught up.
Thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Welcome to another edition of Channel 69 News. I'm your host, Carter Ash. On the panel today, we have Kelly Craft as always.
As always.
I know I always say this, but this week we really did have a busy week. A busy week of news.
We did?
Things coming in, things progressing, things developing, you know what I mean? And I had my thumb on the pulse.
You're the pulse of the news?
Kind of.
All right.
So I had a bunch of stuff to say about Ukraine today, but then this happened. Let me just pull this up real quick. You ready?
I feel bad for these people.
This is the headline says heated exchange between U.S. State Department and media on evidence Russia fabricating attacks by Ukraine. Okay, let's watch. Turn the sound on too.
We have previously noted our strong concerns regarding Russian disinformation and the likelihood that Moscow might seek to create, a false flag operation to initiate military activity. Now, we can say that the United States has information that Russia is planning to stage fabricated attacks by Ukrainian military or intelligence forces as a pretext for a further invasion of Ukraine. One possible option the Russians are considering, and which we made public today, involves the production of a propaganda video, a video with graphic scenes of false explosions depicting corpses, crisis actors pretending to be mourners, and images of destroyed locations or military equipment, entirely fabricated by Russian intelligence. To be clear, the production of this propaganda video is one of a number of options that the Russian government is developing as a fake pretext to initiate and potentially justify military aggression against Ukraine. We don't know if Russia will necessarily use this or another option in the coming days. We are publicizing it now, however, in order to lay bare the extent of Russia's destabilizing actions towards Ukraine and to dissuade Russia from continuing this dangerous campaign and ultimately launching a military attack. Russia has signaled it's willing to continue diplomatic talks as a means to de-escalate, but actions such as these suggest otherwise. We will continue to diligently work together with our allies and partners to expose Russian disinformation and other hybrid tactics used against Ukraine. We continue to work to prevent any effort Moscow might make to justify further military action in Ukraine. We again urge Russia to stop its destructive and destabilizing disinformation campaign, to de-escalate tensions, and to engage in diplomacy and dialogue for a peaceful solution. Thank you.
This is a reporter.
Okay, well, that's quite a mouthful there. So you said actions such as these suggest otherwise. Suggest meaning they suggest they're not interested in talks and they're going to go ahead with some kind of what action are you talking about?
One, the actions I've just pointed to. The fact that Russia continues to engage in disinformation campaigns.
You made an allegation that they might do that. Have they actually done it?
What we know, Matt, is what I have just said, that they have engaged in this activity, in this planning activity. But let me because obviously this is not the first time we've made these reports public. You'll remember that just a few weeks ago.
I'm sorry, made what report public?
If you'll let me finish, I will tell you what report we made public. We told you a few weeks ago that we have information indicating Russia also has already prepositioned a group of operatives to conduct a false flag operation in eastern Ukraine. So that, Matt, to your question, is an action.
He sounds like Jen Psaki.
It's an action that you say that they have taken, but you have shown no evidence to confirm that. And I'm going to get to the next question here, which is, What is the evidence that they? I mean, this is like crisis actors. Really, this is like Alex Jones territory you're getting into now.
That's crazy.
What evidence do you have to support the idea that there is some propaganda film in the making?
Matt, this is derived from information known to the U.S. government, intelligence information that we have declassified. I think you know.
Okay, well, where is it? Where is this information?
It is intelligence information that we have declassified.
Well, where is it? Where's the declassified information?
I just delivered it.
No, you made a series of allegations and statements.
Would you like us to print out the topper? Because you will see a transcript of this briefing that you can print out for yourself.
Hold with us here.
Evidence, Ned. That's you saying it. That's not evidence. I'm sorry.
What would you like, Matt?
I would like to see some proof that you that you can show that
Matt, you have been
that shows that the Russians are doing this. Ned, I've been doing this for a long time.
I know that was my point.
As
You have been doing this for quite a while. You know that when we declassify intelligence information,
right. And I
we do so in a means. We do so with an eye to protecting sources and methods.
Kabul is not going to fall. I remember a lot of things. So where is the declassified information?
So he just said, I remember WMDs. I remember the quote, Kabul. This guy literally said, Kabul will not fall, the Afghan government, all this stuff. And he goes, you know our methods to protecting our sources.
Well, I think this sounds like a real journalist for one.
No. Yeah. It's good for this guy standing up and asking these questions.
He's just like, okay, just because you got up here and said this, let me see your evidence. He's like, well, I just said it.
It's like, that's not evidence. Yeah. That's you setting the stage for something to go on.
Let me see the evidence.
Right.
It's declassified. And this guy, and I feel bad. I feel bad for I hate Jen Psaki. But I feel bad for her too. She's got to go up there and just every day good.
But good for the reporter to ask those questions. We're about to go to war with Russia over Ukraine. It sounds like they're setting the scene for them to be able to attack Russia, say that Russia was filming it. Yeah. You know, this could go a bunch of different ways.
Real reporter right there.
This could go a bunch of different ways. I mean, they could be setting something up, right? What he said easily could be the United States is going to attack Russia or provoke Russia with some sort of force. It's going to be filmed. You guys are going to see it, and we're just telling you right now that that's Russia. That's Russia being fake. So, that is crazy.
And they don't have the evidence to back it up. They're just saying we got this information.
This video goes on to the point where this guy ends up calling the reporter a propagandist.
Oh, wow.
At the end of the video, I don't want to scrub through it because I didn't have it marked out, but he goes on to be like, listen, if you don't want to follow what the U.S. government is saying and you want to push the misinformation that Russia is pushing, go ahead if you want to be unloyal to your country.
Dude.
He says that.
This is what happens when you don't get softballs thrown at you for questions.
Dude.
That's kind of shitty.
Good for this guy. Is he the only person in all of media? His name is Mark or something. Mike, I don't know, but he's,
a real reporter.
He's a real reporter, and
he's not asking what Joe Biden's favorite flavor of ice cream is.
Oh my gosh. And 90% of the other reporters went on and wrote articles about what this guy said. This guy was the only reporter in the room to be like, hey, before we go to, you're making some pretty bold claims here.
Yeah.
What is the evidence to make those bold claims? Well, I said it. Okay, you said it. Where's the documents? And you guys got some.
You're saying it's declassified. Show me.
What did you get? Emails? Did you get in between some emails between Russian people? What's going on here? Well, how do you guys know that that's what's going to happen?
Here we go.
If I had a tinfoil hat,
you do.
I would say Vietnam was started on false information regarding the state of France's position and reasoning. Freedom of Information Act shows that JFK's State Department proposed multiple black flag operations to get into Cuba. 9/11 was well known to be in the works from both the CIA and the FBI. WMDs were pushed on a bipartisan basis for months, starting a 20-year, multi-trillion-dollar war that barely got us any results. Benghazi was said to have happened because of a racist YouTube video. Kabul was not going to fall, and the U.S. backed Afghan government would stay strong. And in Chicago, 2021, 797 homicides and 361 shooting incidences. We're so concerned with going to war. We don't care about our people. We don't care about our homeland. We don't care about the state of our country, but we need to go to war. We have to go to war.
I think if a war ever came to the shores of America, we would definitely think differently about war.
Right.
We don't live with the cost of it.
We've never lived with the cost of it. We don't care if we go fuck up Ukraine.
No.
We don't care if Ukraine burns down because we go to a hot war.
We can still go to Starbucks.
Who cares? We can still go to Starbucks. Nice segue, by the way.
Thank you.
That'll come next. But how crazy is this? This is the world that we live in.
Can't believe anything.
No, I don't believe any of it.
Anything. Even if it's the truth, you're like, is it though?
Exactly. I don't know what's going on right now, and we're positioning ourselves to go to war. And it's like, okay, now they've set the stage. So now I'm at a point where, I mean, just because of that reporter's simple questioning and his absolutely insane response, if something was to happen that follows that guy's narrative, where let's say Russia was, quote, attacked and it was videotaped and we saw, people in despair, I don't know if I would believe it now. Now I don't know, is it Russian video? Is it the U.S. trying to go to war? What's going on here? Like, crazy stuff's happening, man.
We're all going to die eventually.
We're all going to die. We'll be fine, but I don't know. I just feel like I don't know what to believe. I don't know.
Nobody knows
scary
what to
time.
believe.
It's a really scary time.
I mean, if you think critically about things, like, okay, this guy, me trying to think critically, he very well may be telling the truth, but I got to back my mind like, okay, is he though? And all that reporter was just like, just show me the evidence.
Right, and he has none.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have any.
But he kept on saying, well, it's declassified. Okay, if it's declassified, show me the evidence.
Exactly. Where is it then? Oh, well, it's just you saying something. He said, if you want the evidence, we'll get the transcript from this conversation. It's like, that does not prove that Russia is in the works for building a crisis actor situation. He said, that's some Alex Jones shit.
Yeah.
It kind of is.
Alex Jones is right 80% of the time, though? I know. I mean, Alex Jones is a weird dude. But anyways, yeah, we don't have to go with Alex Jones.
We don't have to go to Alex Jones. I don't know, man. That's a whole situation. I just, that interaction really scares the shit out of me. Something like that.
And I also don't think it's, not that I'm in the know here, but even Ukraine's like, hey, y'all just tamp this thing down a little bit. You guys are taking this way overboard.
We said that last week.
You're trying to go to war. Like, hey, we're cool.
They're like, no, please don't destroy our whole entire country because two superpowers feel like bolstering your economy.
That's what the United States and the Soviet Union, Russia do now. We fight proxy wars with each other.
But this could potentially be a war.
Like Syria.
Yeah.
Our jets were going one way. The Russian jets are going the other way to bomb. And they're like, hey, how you doing?
And a lot of that was based on misinformation from the U.S. government, right? They said that the leader of Syria or whatever was using chemical weapons on their people. They have no evidence of that, right?
None.
Here we are again.
They showed the pictures of the crisis actors, like in between takes. Seriously, you ever seen those?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Like them just like hanging out, like, okay, take two.
Do you remember those quote crisis actor videos of COVID a couple months ago? I tried to bring them up, but the YouTube page got taken down. And it was like people in like black bags, like laying on the street, like all the quote dead people from COVID. And then like in between takes, they were like taking the bags off and like smoking a cigarette and stuff.
My favorite's the dude from the high school shooting who got kind of famous. The kid.
What kid?
Oh, God.
The shooter?
No. He's like a crisis actor. They've caught him at like 3 different things.
Oh, really? And that's the stuff that Alex Jones talks about, and he got in trouble.
That's the truth, though.
Well, he just got sued and lost about the Sandy Hook thing because he said Sandy Hook was all about crisis actors.
He took that over too little far on that one. But.
Okay, but if it is crisis actors, then what he's saying is true. So it can't be one or the other. It can't be like, well, he took it over the top a little bit. Like, if Alex Jones is saying Sandy Hook is based on crisis actors and it didn't happen, and this guy was, quote, there.
Well, Sandy Hook obviously wasn't. There weren't crises. Those little kids died.
Right.
There. Okay. Now, the Florida one, the kid's last name's Hogg. I remember that.
Okay.
You haven't seen this dude?
No.
He's like getting like they have him at like several like crisis things being interviewed.
Really?
So there's a joke going around like, there I was, at the high school shooting, there I was at this,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Actually, the funny thing is he created his own pillow to go against the My Pillow guy. He calls it Our Pillow.
I was just gonna say, is he calling it Our Pillow?
Yes, it's that guy.
Wow.
I want to say Jesse Hogg, or his last name's Hogg.
I've never heard of that. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Okay, next story, Kelly.
All right.
There's drama in the world of dwarfs.
There is.
The iconic actor Peter Dinklage, known for his roles in Elf and Game of Thrones, is now stirring up controversy. I realize that my shirt doesn't show it, but I'm wearing a shirt that says "I drink and I know things." It's my favorite line. Tyrion's probably the best.
Yeah, he's a great
best character in
Thrones.
Game of Thrones, in my opinion. He is the Hound, Tyrion Lannister. Like, love them. But so Newsweek sums up the situation well in a recent article. During an appearance on Mark Maron's WTF podcast in January, Game of Thrones star Dinklage branded plans to make a new version of the child's favorite Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs as fucking backwards for its portrayal of the Seven Dwarfs. When the project was announced last summer, it was revealed that the lead of Snow White had gone to the West Side Story breakout star Rachel Zegler, who is of Colombian and Polish heritage. Peter on the podcast was quoted as saying, "Literally no offense to anyone, but I was a little taken back when they were very proud to cast a Latina actress as Snow White. But you're still telling the story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Take a step back and look at what you're doing here. It makes no sense to me. You're progressive in one way, but then you're still making that fucking backwards story about seven dwarves living in a cave together. What the fuck are you doing, man? Have I done nothing to advance the cause from my soapbox? I guess I'm not loud enough. I don't know which studio that is, but they were so proud of it. All love and respect to the actresses of the people who thought they were doing the right thing, but I'm just like, what are you doing?"
All right. First thing I'm going to take away from
Go
this.
ahead, please.
They cast a Latino girl
As
to be
Snow White.
Why?
Who cares?
No. I care.
It has to be a white girl?
Does it have to be? Okay,
I don't know.
let's make Aladdin a white girl.
Okay, make her a white girl.
Let's make Mulan. That's not the character, though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's not the character.
Yeah, I understand, but it's like, it could be anyone.
No, it's just signal virtue.
Yeah, no, of course it's virtue signaling, but it doesn't have to be a white girl. Like, I mean, I get that the original Snow White movie was a white girl, but all the characters in the thing were white.
Let's make Mulan, instead of an Asian, let's make it a white girl.
They could, but they're not going to.
It's Mulan. She's China. You're supposed to be Chinese.
Yeah, that's very true. If you were to make
Aladdin,
let's put
a white dude as Aladdin.
Mulan a white girl, it would be terrible. People would lose their shit.
Oh, yeah.
If they made it a black girl, we'd be okay with it.
Well, yeah.
They would be okay with it.
You would be able to say anything about
Yeah.
it, is what it is. Let's make Aladdin a white dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
Just
So
keep it. Okay,
I can understand.
Let's just keep it as it is.
I can understand.
All right. Uh-oh.
If I had a tinfoil hat, I would say that Mr. Dinklage has made a career off playing parts that were made exclusively for dwarfs.
It's amazing how that works out.
What is he doing here? Causing drama for no reason? Are his words out of context? Did he try to make it as one of the seven dwarves and couldn't? Maybe he's just too famous and would outshine the other six. Why would he?
You have no problem taking the soapbox.
Exactly. I mean,
you know,
he played his whole entire role in Game of Thrones is the drunk son, the drunk dwarf son of, the Lannister family. And so now he's made his millions of dollars. He's a household name. Everybody knows who this guy is. Got a very distinct face. He was also in a movie with Kevin Hart, I think, and it was really good.
Oh yeah, he was the mob boss.
He was the mob boss, and he was really good. And that was actually one of the only roles I've ever seen of him where they didn't like, oh, he's short, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? They just played it off like he just was like a short guy, and they just like went and didn't make any mention of it. All of his other roles are him being dwarves. And Elf, you've seen Elf, right?
Oh, who hasn't seen Elf?
Say Elf one more time, right? And that's Will Ferrell's whole thing. He's like making fun of him. He's like, oh, he's an angry little elf, you know? And now he's made his fame and stardom.
He has his money. He can say what he wants now.
Yeah.
Don't get it.
I don't get it.
Anyways,
Whatever.
just people are horrible.
He's like, why does he need to do that? What do you think his angle is here?
He didn't get picked as
Do you think that's it?
Doc.
I kind of think
Grumpy.
Grumpy.
They should offer him Grumpy.
They should.
That's funny. Hey, that's funny. Let's make a TikTok about them offering Peter Dinklage Grumpy on Seven Dwarfs.
Okay, let's do it.
I don't understand dwarfs. Is that? I mean, that you could. I think they prefer the term little person.
So the it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, and actually writing that little segment, I didn't know what to choose. Little people, midgets apparently is the one. You can't say midget.
Midget's the N word for little people.
Why can't you say midget?
I think dwarves.
Dwarf is more like,
in my opinion.
yeah.
IMO. Dwarf is worse than midget, but I think they'll go by dwarfs.
So dwarf is more of like when I hear the word dwarf, I've got more of like a fairy tale connotation, like Snow
Yes,
White and the Seven
maybe.
Dwarfs. But when I hear midget, I think
Just a little person.
little person. But when you think about it, like you can't say the word retarded, right? But
That's an actual.
it's like a sign. It's a more like
Retarded.
precise word. If your brain is retarded, that means your brain is moving slower, right? In music, something that's retardo is like a slower tempo.
So we got to change that term, right? Because we can't use retarded, so now we have to use whatever. And
Special needs.
10 years from now, that word's going to be
Right.
You can't say that.
It's like we have dwarf stars.
We do.
Yeah, dwarf stars. Yeah.
Dwarfs.
Like a star that's smaller.
thinking
Not like a
famous person.
Peter Dinklage is a dwarf star.
I don't know. I don't buy into all this crap. I'm Gen
whatever.
X. We don't fucking care.
I'm millennial and I also don't care. So don't think you're special because you don't care.
Gen X doesn't care. There's a whole thing about it on TikTok about why boomers and millennials go at it so much because neither of them want to fuck with Gen X because they don't care, and we don't.
Gotcha.
We don't care.
Kelly?
Yes.
Oh, man. Oh, I got to pull this thing up. Let's see. I'm going to move to my next.
Smash. Oh.
Smash. You're so
Starbucks. We are for.
So, Starbucks, every white girl's favorite pit stop. I put this up on the screen. This is a tweet from this guy, Dan Price. And it says, Starbucks, we are forced to raise prices due to inflation and supply chain issues. Also, Starbucks, our profit just went over 31%, and we gave our CEO a 39% raise to 20.4 million. Companies are doing a great job rebranding corporate greed as inflation.
Oh, yeah.
So that's something that's going on right now. Breaking Points did a great, this is where I learned about this. Breaking Points did a great segment on this about all these companies that are getting record profits right now. And then they're going, oh, sorry, we have to raise our prices with inflation. So Starbucks in a shareholders meeting said, we went, because they did this again. This is the third time they've raised their prices or are going to raise their prices. They said in the most recent shareholders meeting, the person working for Starbucks, said, we threw out the idea of labeling our price ranges on inflation, and it didn't change our customer, input, right? Mm-hmm. Like our money kept flowing. In fact, we got record profits because we raised our prices. So we're doing it again. And then they went on Twitter and then they were like, hey, we're going to have to raise prices because inflation.
I think Starbucks is one of those companies that virtue signal like, oh, yeah. At heart, they are capitalists. At heart.
Yeah.
They will stick it to you.
Yes.
And you'll smile thinking you're doing the right thing.
Right.
That is so true.
Additionally, the unionization of Starbucks has spread from one. So a couple weeks ago, I mentioned that the Buffalo store in New York.
I'm against unionization, but I'm all for it for Starbucks. Screw them.
So it in over 1 month from the first store to unionize in Buffalo, New York, 54 stores have collected to unionize their stores in over 19 states in over 1 month since the Buffalo store.
How much are these baristas getting paid? They're making coffee.
I don't know. They're making coffee, but you know what? They're working a lot of hours. They get paid good money, right? I mean, they're probably getting paid over minimum wage. They're probably here in Texas. They're probably still getting $15 an hour, right? They have like a company minimum wage. So I would think that their benefits are already decent.
Okay, I don't want to bust on Starbucks.
Yeah,
I don't really go to Starbucks. I buy Starbucks coffee at Costco.
Right. Your daughters love it.
Yeah, my white daughters
As white girls.
love Starbucks.
They do.
But I think they do right by their employees, I think.
Right. Yeah.
They pay them well.
That's
I think
what I
there's
thought.
good. I imagine. I just from what I hear, I'm not sure, but they there's good benefits for them.
They'll pay for your college at a certain point. And we knew somebody who worked at Starbucks for a year plus, and they never had anything bad to say about the working conditions or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Who knows? But it's the virtue signaling for me.
If I had a tinfoil hat,
You do.
I would say that Starbucks' years of pushing a corporate stance of inclusion, collectivism, and progressivism is coming to bite them in the ass. Starbucks has created a culture that allows unionizing type people to gravitate to work there. Unfortunately, these unionizing type people did not realize that Starbucks' virtue signaling stopped at a trendy ad campaign. Corporate greed exists no matter where you go. Do not be fooled, whether it's right or left. The people at the top will do and say anything to get more money.
Starbucks has to be a corporation, right? Like
Oh,
publicly traded corporation.
Yeah, Starbucks is
People
a
don't
public-
realize like the board has a responsibility to the shareholders.
And I hate that. I hate that quote. They have a responsibility to their shareholders to year over year get growth. This whole concept of year over year growth causes.
You have a 401k. Don't you want that?
I do, but it creates this environment of just absolute corporate greed. I mean, I get it. Your 401k going up is a good thing, but maybe it's the idea that like the whole system needs to be kind of shuffled up and rethought of.
Works fine.
No, it does not.
System. It's the best system in the world.
These companies over the last 2 years in the whole COVID pandemic got their stimulus, they got their bailout money, and their bailout money was for keeping their employees on staff, right? On payroll. So their companies
Starbucks had a problem during the COVID.
I'm not saying Starbucks. I'm just saying these corporate companies that have a quote responsibility to their shareholders. The airline industry is a great example. They got bailed out to keep their employees, and then they fired their employees, used all that money for CEO bonuses and stock buybacks. They didn't add planes. They didn't refurbish their planes. They didn't train new pilots. They spent all that money that the U.S. government gave them and bought more of their own stocks to inflate their price so that their shareholders showed a bigger profit.
Which airline so I can go buy that stock?
Yeah, you're so fucked, dude. I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm like, it's terrible.
Do you just want your 401k to stay the same every year?
No, and I agree, and I understand what you're saying, and I completely see that because I'm in this point where I'm trying to generate wealth for myself and my family, and I put money into my own 401k. Yeah. But then in the back of my mind, that's how my 401k is going up. It's kind of fucked.
I don't think about it like that.
Yeah.
I think about it. I'm trusting you with my money to do the right thing by me.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it's cool that, they just put a 31% increase on all their stuff, then gave the CEO a third. So let's look at it this way. So their profits went up 31%. Okay.
That's a lot. It's in the billions.
That's a huge number.
Multi-billions.
Okay. The CEO got a 39% raise. So he's at 20. So a third of that would have been 6.5. He got a $6.5 million raise.
Okay.
What is that? That's nothing
compared to their profits.
Yeah. So all this guy is right doing, and I don't want to say I'm disagreeing with this guy.
I want to hear how you think about him because you think about it in a different way.
But he's pointing out 31%,
right?
And then you're giving a 39% raise. Okay, this 31% numbers in the billions.
Right. So really, he's getting 0.01% of
$6 million. What's $6 million?
Okay.
In the big scheme of the pie.
Sure.
Nothing.
Sure. I can see that. No, I can see that. I just think that it's crazy. And I don't care about that because guess what? If you were at the top, you want that.
You know
anyone at the top is not going to say no to that.
Wait till you see how much Roger Goodell makes.
The head of the NFL?
Oh, he makes like 1% of the profit of the entire NFL. So his salary
from every league, from every team.
I'm not sure, but I believe his salary $0. He's paid on the profitability of the NFL.
Sure.
He's making $100 million a year.
Jeez.
He gets like 1% of the profit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And how much does the NFL generate?
Billions.
Just not even the
billions of dollars.
tens of billions.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. My biggest shtick with this is the outright lying. If you want to raise the prices, raise the prices. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you know what? They could have done this.
They never lower the prices.
Well, yeah. We talk about that a lot. Starbucks could have, in my opinion, they could have said. So if you're saying that $6 million is nothing, right?
In the big scheme of things, it's nothing.
Starbucks knows that all this unionization is going on, right? They could have said, instead of, hey, we're raising prices because of inflation, they could have very easily said, because they already said that. They said, we're going to raise our prices because of inflation, and the profits didn't change. It only went up. No one stopped going to Starbucks. People kept going to Starbucks. They could have easily made a statement saying, we're going to raise our prices so that our workers have a better...
They could have said that.
They could have said that. You know what I mean? That's what gets me is this whole like, we have to raise our prices because of inflation. We also brought in record profits this last quarter. I don't know. It's just lying. It's just lying.
It's just, we don't know it all. But
yeah, we don't know. I mean, obviously I'm an idiot here. I completely
You brought
agree.
up the point about capitalism, like, how you're okay with capitalism,
Right.
But there's things that you don't like.
Yeah.
What other system is there? Socialism?
No, I agree.
Communism?
No, I agree that it's fucked. But it's like Raytheon, gets on a shareholder meeting last week and says to their shareholders, they say, "Hey, all this tension in Ukraine is really good. We're really excited to see what happens."
Bullshit, yeah.
That literally happened. And that same Breaking Points where I learned about this, they go into that as well. And they say the CEO of Raytheon got on a shareholder meeting and was like, "Hey guys, all the tension in Ukraine right now, it's getting pretty crazy, but that's really good because the defense spending is really going to kick up here in a couple months."
Oh, yeah. Presidents are also known to go to war when bad things are happening in their administration.
We said that last week. I said that last week. No, I mean, I like capitalism. I agree with you. What are we going to do? What are you going to go to socialism? No. That's not going to work. Nope. People are going to stop working. People are going to stop caring.
I would.
The second we go to...
I'm going to get paid the same regardless? All right.
Okay. Well, that's more like communism, right? Like, okay, sure. Do you think the people in China think about that?
I don't think they know about it.
Really?
I don't know.
No, they have to.
What, you think they teach capitalism to the Chinese?
No, but they about communism, how they think about because
I think
we say that all the time. We say if communism was to come and the rocket scientist and the janitor get paid the same, then it wouldn't make sense. But you still have rocket scientists and janitors in China.
See, China is kind of a quagmire. Is that the word?
Yeah, quasi.
Because they're a little bit different.
Yeah.
They're not just straight communism.
Right.
There's Chinese billionaires.
Right.
Take
that guy. I know who you're talking about.
No. The basketball player from Houston.
Oh, I don't know.
What's his name? Like, he paid hundreds of millions of dollars. He's paid to play basketball. Anyways, but he has to give so much of it to the Chinese government.
Really?
He's like, okay, I'm cool with it.
Yao Ming? Okay.
Yeah, like he lives. I think he lives in China now, but he's like allowed to go just do whatever.
Yeah, and like in China, you can make a company and make $1 billion, but
you just got to give your.
It's owned by the government.
You got to give your share of the pie back to them.
When the government comes and says, "Give me what you have," you give them what you have.
And I don't think they come in. And I don't
I think they do.
They don't come and take everything.
No. But like, let's say that you've got the Chinese Amazon and you've got terabytes and petabytes of data on people.
Oh.
When the Chinese government says, "Give me it," they go, "Okay, here you go.
And
Thanks for letting me live in China."
You give that to them, and they allow you to continue being a billionaire.
It's funny is we're talking shit about that, but the U.S. government just takes it. They don't even tell you.
Yeah.
They just say thanks.
So, I'm not saying China's great by any means, but
yeah.
I think the Chinese people, I'm sure they have to know about capitalism.
No, of course,
because they go internationally and they
know about it. Yeah,
they all 800,000 of them are in school in America right now. So
Who's
they
that
have
lady
to know.
in Frisco that we talked about?
Yeah.
She's going hard on the Chinese students.
Yeah, that lady. I can't remember her name. She's hot.
Shelby?
Shelley Luther.
Shelley Luther. Watch out, Shelley Luther. The
Smash.
Smash. Nice.
It's my new thing. Smash. All
Three things. We got one line for each of them. Kelly. Whoopi Goldberg being canceled.
Yay.
The right doesn't care.
No.
The right doesn't support it. Every single person I've watched this week talk about the Whoopi Goldberg thing has been like, ha ha, fuck you. But then goes and they say
livid about it.
They say I don't care about. They say I don't think she should be canceled. First off, the 2 weeks. If that was any other person,
She's probably still getting paid too.
yeah, because she just signed a 4-year contract with The View. That's why she's not getting fired. That's why she's taking a 2-week timeout, because like a month ago she signed a 4-year contract with The View.
Those ladies, who watches that? What are their ratings? Those are the 4 stupidest women in America.
It's ridiculous. So
they're not even smart.
So anyone that doesn't know, which if you don't know, you're crazy, but anyone that doesn't know about the Whoopi Goldberg thing, Whoopi on The View last week said something to the effect that, you haven't?
We'll be covering that.
Okay. Tim Dillon, real quick, Tim Dillon had an amazing little joke about that. He's like, it's The View. At 11:30 in the morning, I really don't want to be hearing about the Holocaust. Like, I want to be hearing about like cupcake trends, you know what I mean? Like the best way to wear a scarf now. Like
Those
I don't
women-
need a history lesson on the fucking Holocaust.
I mean, we obviously disagree fundamentally with them, but they're not even smart people.
No. And they don't even think for themselves. They just
No.
read exactly what's told. Except for when they do think for themselves, you get this incident right here.
Just
Let's move on because you said you're going to talk about it. Did you hear that the Army is now going to discharge unvaccinated?
Oh, really?
So
I think the Marines are okay with it still.
Next week, I believe the U.S. Army is to start discharging all unvaccinated. Are we really going to war?
We're going to war.
Are we going to war? Like,
I think, you notice they're keeping the Marines in.
yeah, because, and I was going to write that down, like, why are we getting rid of this? And it's like, because the Marines are going to do all the heavy lifting.
They normally do.
So that's kind of funny, right?
Yes, I said it. The Marine Corps does the heavy lifting.
Oh, we're going to kick all the unvaccinated out. We're going to war with Russia, but let's kick all the unvaccinated out.
Jeez,
The world we live in, man, is just so interesting. Last thing.
All right.
I have 4 words. CNN is falling apart.
Oh, dude, they are. And you know what?
Falling apart.
I really hope that who bought them, you said?
Discovery owns CNN. So
They bring in real news people.
And I think I think that's what they wanted to. So Jeff Zucker, is that his name?
Yeah.
Something Zucker. He just resigned. There's a lot more controversy behind not this consensual relationship he had with a woman who's essentially on the same par with him, but there's a lot more going on behind the scenes. And Chris Cuomo is the one trying to bring them down all at the same time. So this guy, Jeff Zucker he was the head of CNN, and he was the shield from Discovery CEO, not canning.
Saving everybody.
Right. So he was the shield for Don Lemon, all the other people on CNN. Now Jeff Zucker is gone. I guarantee they're gonna clear house which would be great because guess what? No one wants to listen to your bullshit. No one wants to listen to CNN. Make a real news channel that has objective news. You wonder why Joe Rogan takes your views, because Joe Rogan asks legitimate questions and listens to legitimate answers. You guys force feed the American people bullshit day after day, and no one wants to listen.
I would like to give a PSA.
Yeah.
If you want to listen to a good news thing, and I don't know if you're going to agree with me or not.
Okay.
Tucker Carlson.
Oh yeah, every night. Watch
Yes, he's on Fox.
him all the time.
But he's an independent.
Yep.
He's now. Hannity. Hannity is the.
I don't really watch a whole lot.
Yeah, I don't really. And Hannity, if you're a far right dude, that's your guy.
Yeah.
But listen to Tucker. Tucker is honest.
Yep.
Sincere. He's very funny. Actually,
Well backed. He
would not
thought
say
out.
shit if it wasn't true, or he would be able to back it up.
Right. Well, he was sued and had to come out as a quote entertainer for something. I forgot what it was.
So did Rachel Maddow.
Rachel Maddow is leaving MSNBC.
So they all say that. Well, Tucker was sued. Right. He's not. Yeah. Well, so was Rachel Maddow.
They don't say that. Yeah.
So
right.
was somebody at CNN.
Right. And if you're too afraid to get into Tucker,
Gutfeld's great.
His late night show
It's killing it.
is great. I watch it.
The #1 show, I think.
I watch it every single night.
#1 late night show, I think.
The last couple of months, I've been watching Tucker every day when I get into work. I watch like his monologue because they have it on YouTube, and then I watch Gutfeld.
That's the best thing.
Just to watch the monologue, just the intro.
So Tucker, when he starts a show, he does like a 10-minute monologue before he interviews. Just watch the monologue.
That's all I watch. I just watch Tucker's 15-minute monologue, and then I watch Gutfeld's. I think it's like his intro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Gutfeld is great. He's bringing on all these people, a bunch of Fox contributors, a bunch of Fox hosts and stuff, but they're like fucking stoned, talking about doing drugs.
One of them's a pro wrestler.
Yeah, one is a pro wrestler. Like it is
a big dude.
It's a good show. Like I really
like
enjoy
Jesse
it.
Waters also.
Jesse Waters is really coming up because he used to just be Waters World, but now he's got his own.
Well, he started out. I remember he was just an on the street
For
reporter
O'Reilly, right?
For Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah,
He did a little segment where he was doing Waters World, making funny jokes and stuff.
He would go on there and be like, "What's the 15th Amendment?"
Yeah.
And then 90% of people don't know it. So he's great too. So. Yeah. Jesse Waters, Tucker, and Gutfeld.
Hannity, if that's your thing, you're going to get what you're going to get with him.
Laura Ingraham, yeah, it's okay.
She's kind of...
She sometimes has a good point. I like seeing those people as commentators for other shows, like when they come on Gutfeld or when they go on other... But I don't really watch
listen to Tucker.
Yeah. Anyway, so bye, CNN.
Hope not.
Why?
I mean...
You say you hope not.
I hope
bye,
they
CNN?
don't... Are we off?
No, we're on.
Oh, I hope they don't go off. I hope they just come back rebranded.
Yeah, exactly.
Bit.
Like by
just
current.
Be normal. Just be the news.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you can't even watch ABC News, NBC News.
Yeah,
that's back then. Like when not Peter Jennings. Well, even back Peter Jennings. Okay. Remember him?
He died. Before my time.
But like when I was like elementary school, middle school, even high school, he was the ABC News guy.
Yeah.
And he was like a Walter Cronkite.
I know Peter Jennings. Yeah. I just too young for him.
And you're like,
sure.
Like that was all the news really to watch, and you would watch them, and they would just tell you the news. They wouldn't give you commentary.
Right. I growing up, like when I got into like high school, adulthood, and everyone would tell me, watch everything, read everything if you want the real story. And then I got into adulthood, and which is just around the same time as like Donald Trump coming into office, when they all got mass hysteria and just lost their fucking minds. Yeah. And the problem is, I want to watch CNN. I try to watch MSNBC.
I can't watch it.
But it is literally the mouthpiece for the propaganda.
Oh, yeah.
It is just like whatever the party line says, this is what we're all saying tonight. Yeah. And so it's hard to get like objective feedback because I listen to what Tucker says and I form an opinion and I go and do research.
There's things that I don't agree with Tucker on.
Sure, but
it's all right.
There's no other channel so that I can bounce from Tucker to the next host and see, okay, well, this is what Tucker's saying about it. This is what this person's saying about it. Let me now go read an article and I can take both those kind of jumping points and form my own idea. I have to go with just Tucker because listening to these fucking idiots on CNN is just crazy. So it's like, I would love to see CNN become robust and like,
I don't know how they've stayed on this long. I mean, they've been called out on so much bullshit over the last 5-10 years.
I know. It's just constant. Did you see that thing, Brian Stelter? Yeah. He was talking about Joe Rogan, the whole controversy with Joe Rogan, and he's like, we're CNN. We've got desks, and we've got a health department, and we talk all this stuff. It's like, you guys have been so wrong about everything. And Joe Rogan has just been objective.
Yeah, where's your death ticker?
Yeah.
In Biden's.
Yeah, where's the death ticker?
Yeah, where's the death ticker?
Yeah, totally. They had that fucking death ticker thing
when Trump
the whole
was
time.
President? Yeah.
Oh, it's all scary. It's all highlighted in red and
COVID's
stuff.
bullshit, by the way.
Yeah, COVID's bullshit.
Oh, wait. No, it's not.
But Joe Rogan has been wrong about COVID, and he admits it. You know what I mean? He forms a new opinion. CNN, just like, nope, we were right the whole time. Oh, we forgot about that. That never even happened.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that is... Thank you for watching another edition of Channel 69 News. Thanks, Kelly. See you next week.
Bye.
It's that time.
Everybody's favorite time.
I want to make a sound for it and be like, and now a moment from our sponsors.
You should.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Fake sponsor of the week.
Fake sponsor of the week. You want me to hit this link?
Sure.
Okay.
In honor of Black History Month, we would like to highlight one of our sponsors from the continent of Africa. The drink innovators of PC Limited from Ghana would like to introduce you to P Cola.
P cola.
P cola. Nothing more refreshing after a freak lion attack in the heat of the Serengeti. Unapologetically and ironically, no salty aftertaste. GMO and vegan friendly.
Yep.
It is. As always, P cola is halal and available depending on who's in charge of the country that week. Boko Haram, burn your village and kidnap your sisters?
Jesus Christ.
Time for a P cola. Your Uncle Scar kill your father so he could become the Lion King?
Your Uncle Scar.
Time for a P cola. The Chinese raiding your nation for its natural resources? P cola can help.
P cola makes it better.
Your ancestors kidnapped and shipped to the New World? Probably not a good time for P cola.
Did they bring P cola with them?
Probably not.
Obviously not, because I've never heard of it.
Don't forget our sponsor.
Your slogan.
Oh, don't forget our slogan. Me got honey and me play joke. Me drink P cola instead of Coke. Too soon? Thank you, P cola.
Oh my gosh. Can you tell the difference between P cola and Coke?
I don't know.
You remember when Chance made us do that taste test?
Yes, I've never been to the Ghana, so I don't know.
Wow. P cola.
Yeah. Bottled in Ghana.
Bottled in Ghana. I know someone from Ghana.
Who? Work with them?
Yeah.
Did you get the slogan, though? Me got honey and me play joke. Me drink P cola instead of Coke. You where I got that from?
No.
You didn't play that as a kid?
No.
Me Chinese, me play joke. Me stick pee-pee in your Coke. You never heard that?
The PC police had already kind of canceled that one by my time.
That is definitely a Gen X thing.
Me Chinese.
Me play joke. Me stick pee-pee in your Coke. Never. How about Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees? What are these?
I know that one. Dirty knees.
Yeah.
That's what I know. Yeah. Wow.
Yes, the PC police.
Yeah, they took that one.
When you say the PC police, not
Not the
cola.
P cola.
So there you go. Thank you for our fake sponsor of the week, P cola. If you're ever in Ghana and you're in the heat of the Serengeti and running from a lion, enjoy a fresh, refreshing P cola.
I would love to see those commercials. All right. Thanks, P cola. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hell, I once killed a man for
You did.
asking
I
me
did.
if I'd ever killed anyone.
Welcome to another edition of Wild Wild Web. Kelly,
This is me riding a horse.
this is me shooting a gun.
Now, your boys best keep riding, you hear?
There's supposed to be gunshots somewhere. So, I've got two things to show today on Wild Wild Web.
Two things.
The first one, I saw this video, and it is Biden visits New York public school to discuss gun violence.
Why don't you
Okay?
go to Chicago?
Shut up.
Just pointing out the obvious.
Shut up.
I have the hiccups.
Dude,
Sorry.
calm those hiccups down, dude. Okay, ready?
All right.
It's pretty funny.
I want to introduce you first to Mr. Bryant.
How you doing, Mr. President?
Mr. Bryant is
Good to meet you.
a trainer. He's a Queensbridge.
Black History Month.
Man's got some guns.
Black History Month.
No more guns.
Did you hear that?
No. I mean, he's.
Did you hear what he just said?
No. I mean, he's guns. He's guns.
Wow.
Wow.
How have I not seen that?
Dude, that is just so funny. He goes to school for a talk on gun violence, says that a black man has a gun, and then also he went in for the handshake, and Biden did the whole like, oh, you're black, so this is the only way that you do
Obama
handshakes.
taught him that. You ever seen that video?
Yeah, that's a really funny video.
Obama.
Do you want to watch that video? That one's really funny. But what is it?
So there's like a line of people that
gonna pull it
Obama's
up.
shaking hands with, and he's like shaking hands. I have the hiccups. And I apologize.
Do we need to pause until your hiccups go
I
away?
don't think they're ever going away.
Okay. Keep going.
But he's shaking everybody's hands. Then he gets to like the one black guy in the line, and he's like doing the handshake, you know, moving all your hands and everything. Thought it was funny.
Wait, was it the Keenan Peele? No. It's like a legit
It's
video,
like a
right?
legit video. This might be it. I don't know.
Obama shaking hands with. Hold on. Let's do Obama shaking hands with white people. I've seen it. I know which one you're talking about. These are all CNN. I need like legit news. Anyways, no, that's a really funny video. So like Obama's going doing, he's like shaking hands, and then there's a black guy, and he's like,
hey, my man.
They like hug and do like the whole like. Anyways, so that's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
I just saw that this morning.
I have not seen that.
My next one, I thought we'd go and do the subreddit Nature is Metal.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Nature is Metal?
No.
Nature
is metal.
Is metal. Like it's hardcore. Like this is just a bunch of videos of animals doing hardcore shit.
All right, let's do it.
Like she's tiny, but her house is a spider. This spider ate all these bugs. That's not that metal. Who cares? This right here.
Oh, don't fuck with rhinos, dude. Totally. Oh, that car is not going to end well.
First off, you chose to take a 1992 Toyota Camry to a safari. Goodbye.
Dressed like a zebra.
Look at that. Yeah, that's even worse. You painted it like a fucking zebra.
Dude, they just...
Look at that, bro.
That is...
Could you imagine being in that car? Have you seen that video?
Dude, he's fucking that thing up.
I saw a TikTok the other day, and it was a video of a rhino charging a car in like a safari, kind of like this. Yeah. And then it cuts to like this in the video, this like the woman driving is like, Daryl, do something, Daryl, do something. And it cuts over to this black guy who's like stitching it, and he's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Like, there's a fucking rhino coming at me. Dude. But that's crazy, dude. That rhino goes hard. This is cougar drags another cougar it killed on a territorial fight into the bushes. Oh, shit.
Dude, that's like in the suburbs.
Dude, they're in the suburbs. You go to like Los Angeles or Southern California, they're ripe with cougars and coyotes and things.
Will they go after humans?
Oh, yeah. Dude, there's stories of like a mom and her like 4-year-old on a hike in Tustin or something. Not Tustin, but you know what I mean? Somewhere around there. And a cougar attacks the baby. Yeah, it goes right for the neck. You know what I mean?
So they'll go for the kids. They won't go for the grown adults.
I wouldn't doubt that they would go for the adult. They're not like coyotes will only attack you when they're in packs. And we've heard about that here in your neighborhood. But a leopard, bro, or like a mountain lion or something, it will go right for your throat. They don't care who you are.
They're metal.
Mountain lion don't care. This is an eagle dropped a fox on a power line in my hometown in the upper Pennsylvania peninsula of Michigan. Dang, look at that. Nature is metal.
What the hell?
That's burnt up. I was moving a TV at work one time, and they had it mounted on the wall, and I was moving it from the downstairs lobby to one of the new offices upstairs, and I took it off the mount, and there was 2 mice who bit on the power cord, and they were like,
really?
Yeah, they like bit on the power cord and got shocked to death.
And didn't it like trip it? Did the TV still
work? TV still worked fine, but the mice were fried, dude. They were like stuck and like petrified on the wire.
That's crazy.
Kind of like this. This is wildebeest mother saves calf from leopard, ... And then, so did you see that first part?
Yeah.
Okay. So leopard was going for it.
I don't understand the wildebeest, why they don't go.
And then the wildebeest kills its kid.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Well, I'm put it out of its misery kind of a thing, probably. Like, hey, I don't have enough resources to take care of you.
You're going to die anyways.
You're going to die anyways. Let me put you out of your... That's actually that's hardcore, dude. Like,
I understand why the wildebeest, like, you ever seen them okay, we're done.
Yeah, and they go and they like...
Yeah, it's like, just why don't they go... They will go and fuck up lions and shit.
Yeah, it's like, why didn't you wait till...
yeah, just let me die. Yeah, this ain't much better than what my situation I was in here.
Yeah, honestly, at least the leopard got something out of it at that point. Yeah. Like, no one's getting nothing out of that.
The leopard's like, hey, thanks, bro.
Nature is metal, guys. Wow. I love those pictures. So you got a mother polar bear.
They didn't waste any of that.
They're like the Native Americans.
They did. They used every bit of that.
About to turn those bones into necklaces. Wow, dude, that's crazy. I love that. Just the contrast of like the white fur.
They're black. They're black underneath.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen a polar bear. My parents got me and my brother a behind the scenes like zoo visit one time, and there was a polar bear, and it like stands up. I've seen like grizzly bears.
Huge.
I've seen black bears. Polar bears make grizzly bears look like little bitches, dude. Their hands are like bigger than your face. I mean, they're massive. It's really cool. I like that. Nature's metal. Okay. Dead baby crab we found at the beach. Still okay. Cool.
All right.
Ew. Whoa. All right. We're
yeah, we'll pass on that one.
We'll pass. Leopard guards his prey from a hungry hyena below.
Is that a painting?
Whoa. No, that's a photograph. That's a really good photograph. That's crazy. I want more videos. That's a cool picture too.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
Sharks scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, me too.
That one video is the scariest where the guy jumps off that cliff and then he like there's like a shark going around. Oh, so scary.
Oh, what we got here?
Whoa. This is the coconut crab, Burgess latro, is the largest terrestrial arthropod in the world. Other than consuming coconuts, they have been reported to eat birds, rats, and even cats. Their presence on small islands may have been an effect.
I'm going to say that is Darwinism, natural selection. If you're a bird
and you get caught by a
crab,
yeah.
Yeah, it might be your time.
Hey, it's your time.
You kind of deserved it.
Yeah, but that's crazy. Could you imagine walking up on a crab just eating a pelican? That's crazy.
Right. The muskie?
The muskie got stuck in the fork of a tree, died, and then its skull became a home for a tiny family of birds. Oh, there's birds in there. Oh, whoa, that's crazy. Hold on, let me zoom in on that.
That's natural. Like, people are not going to mess with that.
That's a resourceful. Is what that is.
Not sure what a muskie is.
No, I want to see a video of an animal doing some crazy stuff. We ready for the not safe for work?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Mama zebra to the rescue. Oh, snap.
I don't understand why these...
Who wins? Who wins? The zebra or the
I'm going to say the zebra's going to win.
I'm going to say the zebra's going to win, too.
Going to kick... Oh, brutal kick. They'll kick the shit out of those things.
Come on, little beach.
I don't know why those animals don't do more of that.
More of what?
Like, okay, look at... There's 3 lions and there's 4,000 wildebeest and zebras.
Sure.
Like...
Oh, man.
Right in front of them, too.
Yeah, I know. Hey, but honestly, that's what you pay for when you go on. You know, that's what you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
You want to see some crazy nature. Yeah. Wow, that zebra's going to town, dude.
Yeah.
See, it's kind of the same. The zebras that then kills the...
Yeah, the one shot to the head and those things are done.
Okay, so what happens? Is that it?
Yeah, zebra
kicked
him in the head and left.
Well, I was hoping that the zebra came back for seconds, you know what I mean?
Especially like the wildebeest and stuff. Dude,
the wildebeest has horns, they got the size, like
they will fuck up some fucking lions, man.
Yeah, two of them.
Most of them just sit there and watch them get eaten.
Yeah, they're like, oh, sorry, Dave. Sorry, buddy. But there's like 4,000 of them trying to cross a river, right? And it's like, why don't we get together? And, you know, that's funny because they have like such a, they always say they have such a hive mind in terms of migrating. You know what I mean? I watched this whole Will Smith on Discovery Channel. It's really good. Talking about the water buffaloes or these animals getting together in multi-thousand herds and walking for thousands of miles and finding the right place to cross on this river. And it's like, if you have such a hive mind, why don't you guys be like, well, let's just become the best.
You see the elephants fucking up the alligators trying to bite them?
No.
Oh, that's out there.
Oh yeah. I could imagine
they just stepping on them.
That's crazy. Yeah. All right. We'll watch a couple more. Let's see what happens. Wolf pack taking down a bull elk.
Ooh. A wolf doesn't. I mean, that elk doesn't really have a sense of urgency. There you go. Let's kick it in the third gear.
I mean, it's a pretty big animal. Probably can't run any faster than that, honestly.
Well, you just don't start kicking.
Wow, dude, I've never seen wolves do this.
What's the purpose?
Oh, they're just biting it in the leg.
Kick him. What's the purpose of those horns, man?
I know. Well, they're for mating. That's it, really, right?
Yeah.
They're for mating and becoming the best. Oh my gosh, look, they're slowing them down.
Yeah, they're gonna get
wow, that's crazy. Look how many there are there. What do you think? There's 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's probably 10.
Wolves are really
10 wolves.
cool, man.
Wolves are really cool. They're such a fascinating animal. Joe Rogan had a really cool guy on there one time. He like lived in like the deep in the countryside in like Canada, and he like talked a lot about the wolves. And one time they like packed together and like multi-pack tried to get him, and he had a gun.
Oh, really?
He had a gun, but that's great.
You ever see? You know, it's like you see the wolves. I saw that documentary. I think you saw it too, about when they're walking in a line. There'll be like 10 wolves, and they're all walking in a line, right?
Okay.
You think the wolf in the front is like the leader, the alpha male that they're all following. That's just the opposite.
Oh, really?
That's the oldest wolf.
Oh,
the alpha male is in the back. That's the respect that he gives to
the eldest.
The eldest too. So they go at his pace.
This is a documentary?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Remember that I think you have. It was all about the wolves in Wyoming.
No. I never saw that.
So there's this documentary.
Okay.
And they kill. So back in 1910, they're like, hey, the wolves are just destroying everything.
Sure. Yeah.
So they opened them up.
Apex predators.
Yes. So they opened them up to kill because like they
for hunting. Yeah,
because like they're eating all the deer and the caribou.
Yeah,
they're eating literally everything.
And like, hey, we're trying to live here. We're trying to live off the land. Like they're competing with the wolves, right?
Well, yeah, the other animals, and they did it for the other animals. Like the caribou, they're killing like there's like let's just say they were down to like 100 caribou.
Sure, they're completely depleting the life cycle of the caribou.
Exactly.
Sure.
So they took the apex predator out. I think they were red wolves. I think they called them. Well, flash forward 1980. There's 50 million caribou now.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's like just okay, I see what you're saying.
It was all about them having to reintroduce some red wolves back into the ecosystem to balance it all out again.
Really?
So it was really cool. And it followed these bears. This bear chased this female bear, chased her for 3 days.
Wow, just running constantly.
Yeah, and the other bear just kept on going.
And then they smashed.
And then after 3 days, the female bear's like, fuck, all right.
Hey, what's 35 seconds?
So no, literally, it was like 2 or 3 days he chased this bear.
Wow.
I mean, no, they're running. I mean,
yeah.
Right?
And he's chasing her down.
And finally, she just, like 2 days later, she stops.
What if he smashes and then nothing happens?
Well, he smashes, and he gets up and he walks away.
No way.
Yeah.
He's like, I love the thrill of the chase.
And he gets up and he walks away.
That's what happens when humans interfere with nature. Anytime humans interfere with nature and what would be essentially Darwinism, right? Because you said they're caribou or something. If those caribou can't survive in that ecosystem, they don't deserve to be in that ecosystem. But us humans with our big brains and paying taxes and driving cars, we're like, we got to save the caribou. But in nature, that's not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to have some third party come in and modify the environment, right? Like,
But I think they did the right thing, though. I mean, so what happens when what happens when the wolves kill all the caribou?
Fuck them.
Where are they going to go? They're going to have anything to eat anymore.
But why? Okay, so what would have happened if the humans were not a part of that ecosystem at all?
I guess the wolves would just migrate somewhere else.
It would have just taken it would have just taken its course. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sure it happens a million times around the world.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's all of history.
I think they kind of did the right thing. I think. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm kind of against it.
I'm okay with Bob from Oshkosh shooting the old lion too.
Well, like where my parents live in Tennessee, there's this plant. It's like a vine kind of plant, and it's invasive. And someone brought it in to take care of something. I don't know what, but that's what people say. They say that someone brought this plant in, and now it is completely taken over the entire ecosystem, and it covers the trees. And you saw it like when you go up to like North Carolina and Virginia, West Virginia, and it like covers the trees and all the bushes, and you see the outline of the nature, but it's covered in this vine that its whole purpose is to block all the sunlight, because then it kills that tree and it takes the land. It's like
same with the pythons down in Florida.
Same thing with the pythons. Same things with like the tiger sharks. Like, you know about tiger sharks in the Gulf?
I want them all dead. I don't care.
The tiger sharks have no predator. Nothing eats the tiger shark. And someone released these tiger fish. Someone released this tiger fish into the Gulf. Now it fucks up everything. It eats everything, and nothing eats it. And so it's like every time humans get involved, we fuck it up. So let's see if we can find one more crazy video. Whoa. You know what? You seen that video of the hawk dropping the thing from the cliff?
I showed you that, I think.
Did you?
Throwing the goats off the cliff?
Yeah. That's kind of like this white-tailed eagle snatches an
They're like,
ibex
all right,
calf.
let's just move on, I guess.
This is Russia, dude. This is some Russian shit. Look at that thing right there. Look how small he is. Is that a bald eagle? That's freaking American right there.
White-tailed. It's white-tailed eagle.
Okay. Well, it's the cousin to the bald eagle. So basically, like the Canadian.
Eagles are huge.
Eagles
People don't realize
huge.
how big they are.
I saw a. That's pretty metal right there. It's pretty badass. Hawks and eagles are crazy. Bugs are fascinating. Looks like we can't find another video. Oh, one last one.
Wild dog. Oh, jeez.
Pregnant impala together. Okay. Oh, this is going to be crazy. Pregnant impala and leopard.
Notice no one's fucking with the hippo.
Yeah, the hippos.
The hippo will come and save you sometimes.
Yeah,
Have you seen the hippos? They come and save like the other
Oh,
animals.
this took me to the channel. I don't want to go to the channel.
Everyone's afraid of the hippos.
Dude. Oh, well, whatever. We'll leave it at that.
Well,
so
there we go.
Animals are freaking metal, man. Better watch out.
That's pretty cool.
Watch out for those animals.
Hell, I once killed a man.
You did.
That's all that is for Wild Wild Web. Hey, animals, keep making some crazy ass shit so we have crazy shit to
I can do
cover.
this because I watch 1883.
We'll see y'all next week.
Everybody's second favorite time of the week.
Oh, so you're saying that you have the top two segments?
IMO. My opinion.
Your mom.
IMO for sure. No, you know what, Kelly? I really like your segments. You always do a good job.
Have you ever had a dream?
Have you ever had a dream?
This is another segment of Kelly's FYP.
Things that TikTok thinks that I should be viewing. Things that they put on my For You page. Not sure why, but.
All right. What do we got?
So we were talking earlier about Whoopi Goldberg, and I'm like,
Yeah.
So this first one basically sums up the whole thing for you.
Okay, so let's take a listen
in 2 minutes.
If you're going to do this, then let's be truthful about it, because the Holocaust isn't about race.
I hate her. She's a Jewish
No,
name.
it's not about race.
maybe
It's about
a different race.
But it's not about race. It's not about race.
What is it about?
Because it's about man's inhumanity to man. Groups of people.
What did she just say? Hi guys, my name is Aaron and I identify as a smart person, so you're in good hands. Let's see if Whoopi is right when she says the Holocaust is not about race. First, what is the Holocaust? The Holocaust was the genocide of European Jews during World War II. And who are the Jews? Oh look, the Jewish people are labeled as an ethnicity. The Jewish people are an ethno-religious group and nation originating from the Israelites and Hebrews of historical Israel and Judah. So I guess Whoopi won't be identifying as smart anytime soon.
There you go. Pretty much sums up the whole thing for you.
Yeah.
You know what Whoopi Goldberg's real name is?
Yeah, it's Karen.
Karen
Johnson, I think.
Something like
right?
that.
Yeah.
I know it's Karen.
Yeah. Her Goldberg is a Jewish name. Goldberg, and that was the funniest thing. I've been watching this was one of the I know there's a lot of stuff going on, but this is one of the things that dominated the news cycle this week because this was just crazy.
Well,
stuff.
I mean, did you see the lady on who's the married couple on CNN, the morning show, the Morning Joe or whatever?
Yeah, sure.
She's like, this cancel culture is getting out of hand.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, okay.
What?
What? This cancel culture? What? You guys?
You're not canceled. You got 2 weeks paid vacation.
In the segment before, you were saying how Joe Rogan needs to be canceled.
Exactly.
And that's a parallel right there is seeing like the reaction for Whoopi and the reaction of Joe Rogan. Like someone who said something literally retarded.
I don't know why Jewish people always vote for Democrats. I just don't. Never understood that.
Yeah. Maybe it's not. Maybe you're just stereotyping that.
No, I mean the Jewish Democrats in New York are hardcore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just in New York, though. I mean, John and Braun are Jews, and they're
Florida.
But okay. They probably.
I don't think they're your
Republican.
average Jew. I don't
Is that a
think
racist?
so. No, they're just not your average. They're like
they're not your average. John and Braun, let us know if you guys are your average Jew.
I don't think they're average. I just don't even think of them as Jewish. Really, they're just people, dude. They're just dudes. Anyways,
what Whoopi said was so unintelligent, and I saw that they were talking about a book, right?
You know something just popped in my head.
What?
when we were talking to John and Braun.
Yeah.
I said, come to Texas. We'll go shoot some hogs.
Yeah.
Are they allowed to shoot? How does that work? I don't know.
Throw some salt on them. Maybe it's kosher.
I don't know. I mean, and I don't know how like strict they are on their Jewish faith.
Yeah. Well, I know John doesn't drink. I think but that's not.
John doesn't drink?
Yeah. He doesn't really drink a whole lot. Yeah.
His sons do.
Yeah. Braun does. That's for sure.
Anyways,
so you know what this sparked from? They were covering a book that's about the Holocaust. And Whoopi went on this tangent about this whole, it's white versus white, so it doesn't matter. That's what's the ignorant thing about this. She said it was basically white people versus white people, so it's not racist. I saw the first page of the book that they were covering literally has a quote from Hitler saying, the Jews are an inferior race of people.
These are... I don't know. I don't know that one.
Yeah, they always rotate.
Whoopi and the Joe Bear are the two stupidest women on TV.
I'm telling you.
Not smart.
Right,
Just,
not smart.
I remember when Whoopi said, we need to make Jill Biden the Surgeon General.
Yeah.
And the other lady's like, well, then she went off. She's a one hell of a doctor. Everybody knows that. And the other lady's like, you know, she's a doctor of education.
She's not a doctor, guys. DDS.
God.
Yeah, no, they're stupid. I mean, in anyone going, first off, again, so let's...
Who watches this shit?
Let's talk about the cancel culture portion of this. I don't think she should get canceled. She said something stupid. She's been on air for 30 years. She's going to say some stupid stuff. You know what I mean? The second she leaves that prompter, that script, it's whatever's coming out of Whoopi's brain. And she's so modified. Her brain is so warped by the critical race theory thing. She only sees racism as black versus white. And that's the only kind of racism there is. There's no Asian versus Filipino. There's no, or there's no Chinese versus Filipino like you were talking about, or she just went off on her tangent. But I don't think she should get canceled.
Who watches this thing?
And if you're going to The View for your
news
and how you should view the world,
who watches this?
Moms. I don't know.
No,
moms used to watch it, but it's become it's the same thing as the CNN. The View used to be a place that, moms, stay-at-home moms would watch as they go throughout their day. That's literally what it was for, right? And now it's become this, let me tell you how to believe and what to think in terms of the political sphere.
They always have their one conservative on there.
Right.
But the real conservatives that were on there, just like, fuck this.
They're like, fuck this. I'm not going to get beat down every day by 4 other Democrats who don't even want to listen to me. They just want to shut me down, Yeah. The whole thing's about having... fluid conversations, and what they say is about conversations and exploring new ideas. But then it's about let me shove in your throat what you're supposed to believe, and probably no one watches it. I don't know what the actual views are on The View. The actual figure it out. But you've got a show that is more focused on shoving the ideas of how you should believe and how you should act down your throat. And that turns people off. People are going to stop watching it. It's the same thing with CNN. CNN would be an amazing channel if they brought you the news and they had objective points about the news. No, all CNN does is shove their ideas and their beliefs down your throat, and people get turned off by that. So it's the same thing, But like I said earlier, every person I watched commentate on the Whoopi thing was like, she should be canceled. This whole cancel thing is ridiculous. We shouldn't be canceling people. And Whoopi is no exception. It goes, your freedom of speech is to protect the bad speech. It's not to protect the good speech. People will allow the good speech to come through, always. It's about protecting the bad speech, because when you're no longer the majority and you're the minority and you have something to say, you have the right to say it. You're going to see in a decade or two that things are going to change, and all of a sudden the Democrats are going to be in the minority, and maybe the overall thought of how to go through life changes away from the uber left, and the uber left are going to be all about free speech. They're going to be all about saying their piece and saying what they believe. You know what I mean? And that's what freedom of speech is.
The View ranks #1 in households and total viewers among the daytime network talk shows and news programs.
Okay, I could see that.
Like 3 of them?
Yeah.
They've averaged 2.392 million total viewers.
Okay.
During the week of September 27th, 2021.
So we could say that, let's just say that that's average. So you said 3.2.
Yeah.
So times 5, you're looking at 16 million views a week.
A week? No, I mean, total.
Yeah, for like
5 days.
Monday through Friday, you're looking at about 16 million views per week. Still not Joe Rogan numbers, but
no,
definitely not generational gap numbers. That's for sure.
No,
we're zooming past that. Anyways,
all right,
cool. Well, Whoopi Goldberg, sorry that you got to take a 2-week break, but
I'm not going to miss you.
Nothing's going to change about it.
So this one, I've titled "Wow," just wow.
Okay.
An entire boardroom of executives approved this.
Okay.
You aren't ready for this one. So this is an actual Chinese commercial for laundry detergent. It's a little old, but it's definitely real.
Nice.
What?
Oh my
Did she just
gosh.
wash the black off him? You can't just use laundry detergent to change races. You're not a GTA barber. Well, she's gonna be really disappointed when she learns that cold water causes shrinkage.
I thought that was going a completely different direction until the Asian man popped out.
Oh, wow. China.
Hey, they don't give a fuck, dude. China didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Think they celebrate Black History Month in China?
Have you seen that video of the black guy and he's got the Spider-Man mask on? He's in a hood. He's in like a jacket. He's got a hood on and he has a Spider-Man mask on. And he's like selfie filming himself. And he walks up to this old Asian lady and kind of like pops his head in there. And she sees what's going on. She starts smiling. And then he pulls the mask off and it's a black guy. And she goes, ah!
Really?
Yeah, it's really funny.
That is funny.
But that's China don't fucking care.
No.
I thought what was going to happen was they were going to, like, because they were like getting all like hot and spicy. And then she threw them in the dryer. I thought she was going to turn it on and then let the vibrations of the washer machine take care of the rest.
Gotcha. Well, there you go. A little racism in China.
A little bit of racism in China. What do you title this one, Kelly?
He's not wrong.
Okay.
He is not wrong.
The caption says, "Oh, you're going to trigger the leftists."
Happy Black History Month. I'm celebrating the first day of Black History Month by remembering, honoring, and commemorating the most successful and wealthiest African American ever in history.
Elon Musk. He's not wrong. The black girl's like losing her shit over there
that's
laughing.
funny. That's hilarious. That's really funny.
He's not wrong.
He is the wealthiest.
Yeah. He's more African American than 99% of the African Americans in America.
Why is that?
Because he's from Africa.
Born and raised
and
came to America.
And came to America.
Is Elon Musk an American citizen? Probably.
He's paying taxes. Well, his company's paying taxes.
His company's an American company. But anyways, that's really funny.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong.
Not wrong.
But is this guy, he's making a spoof, right? Because that's the showing Elon Musk is a part of his video.
Yeah.
Because
she's stitching it.
No, but I could see that like someone else out there making the same exact video and being genuine about it. You know what I mean? And like showing like Shaq or something. You know what I mean?
The hottest African American I know is Charlize Theron. So
Charlize Theron. I probably know who she is if I saw her.
You totally know who she is.
But like, I could see like an actual person sitting in their car and be like, I'm doing my part and doing black, what is it called? Black History Month the right way. And I'm going to, show the best black athlete and then, be sincere about it. So that's what I was.
So this one, before you click on it, this guy, this is the Ricky Berwick, right?
The guy.
He's a little handicapped guy.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
So funny. We talk about him all the time.
He's got 12.6 million followers on TikTok.
Ricky Berwick, that's the guy. Yeah. We got to remember his name.
He's got 213 million likes.
Wow.
And all his videos are just him stitching. He's the ultimate troll on TikTok.
He is. He doesn't fit in any of the boxes.
No.
He just destroys.
And he's hilarious.
Yeah.
So this one I've titled Someone for Everyone.
Okay.
If you don't know who Ricky Berwick is, you're about to find out.
Hey, she's having a human experience. Berwick, dude.
He's hilarious.
He's so funny.
That's all he does is little videos and makes fun of him.
What was he doing there? Was he like patting
He's
on
like
the back?
patting her like kind of. I met my future girl.
That's so funny. That's hilarious.
All right, this is another Ricky Berwick one. It's called "Got Milk."
Jesus Christ! You call this one "Got Milk"?
Mm-hmm.
That's a ninja cut, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it is. I don't understand what's going on here.
Oh my god, dude! Jeez.
Dude, if you go to his TikTok channel,
I see him all over
hundreds
the place.
of videos,
Oh my gosh,
and
they're so funny,
they're all hilarious. I don't think he's ever made one. He just
stitches.
He just stitches everybody's
No, he's
stuff.
probably made some stuff too. The ones that I see him a lot on that I think are really funny are when it's like the hot girl and they're like, "What would you do if you had an hour with me?" And he like shuts the door and he goes and plays video games. That's funny. Ricky Berwick, man, that's hilarious.
All right.
What are we calling this one?
Just go with it.
The thing says the gay ghost did this man dirty.
Just go with it. This guy's asleep.
The gay ghost. Whoa! So his pants like just rip off his butt.
I wonder if that's real.
No, that's not.
It's got to be real.
No.
If you're a gay man and you die and you become a ghost, can you still be a gay ghost?
Hey, if you're a ghost, reach out to us so we can tell if this is real.
Not at my house. Reach out to him at his house, please.
You know what? If there was a ghost, like all the haunted movies where they're like, you know, some ghost shit happens to them in their bed.
That's why I only buy new houses.
I'd move. I would move out instantly. That house that we looked at down in Greenville.
Yes, that was definitely.
I was like excited about that house because I thought it was interesting. And obviously I understand the whole
people have been murdered there.
But that house had seen some things. Like I knew, like one of the biggest things about thinking about that house was like, am I ready to move into a haunted house? Is that something that I really want to set myself up for? My newborn son, my 6-month-old,
if the ghosts were cool,
totally cool.
Hey, that's funny. Can I have my drink back?
Come on, give it. Like,
but, you know.
No, yeah,
I've seen what's the
Paranormal
one where
Activity?
Yes, I've seen Paranormal. Yeah, so I'm out.
So Madison just got a camera monitor for CJ's room, and I don't look at it.
I'm going to bring that next week. All kinds of things going on.
What do you mean? Oh, to
Caught
show
on
it
the
to scare
camera.
me?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Like all kinds of
That'd
things.
be fun. Yeah, well, you were there the other night. You were reading CJ a book before bedtime.
So I'm a good grandpa.
Because he's a great grandpa. And I got on the monitor because you can speak through the camera, and I was like, I don't know what I was saying, but you were singing
Marsupial soup,
and I was making fun of you singing. But yeah, those cameras are scary as shit.
So this is the one in honor of Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month.
Here we go.
So I just finished 6.25 mile run. Why do some people look so cute when they run? I mean, I've got my...
Move, bitch! Get out of my fucking way! It's Black History Month!
Move, bitch! Get out of my way! It's Black History Month.
Hey, man.
Hey, got 28 days. Use them.
If there was a White History Month, I'd be doing the same shit. Just kidding.
Every day is White History Month.
Oh, you get all the days of the year.
Oh, all right.
Anyways, don't even get me started.
There we go. There's Kelly's FYP. That's the things that TikTok thought I would want to see.
Awesome, Kelly. Thank you so much. Hey, keep making crazy shit so we can keep watching it.
Shout out to Ricky.
Shout out, Ricky.
Your mom.
Kelly?
Yeah.
Look at the screen.
Oh, my favorite person.
I was either gonna start this off by doing that or saying, Kelly, who's the
I'll pass.
Who's someone you hate the most?
I won't smash. I'll pass.
Who is that, Kelly?
That's Ilhan Omar.
What is she known for?
Marrying her brother.
Oh!
Being an anti-Semite.
Oh, keep going.
Oh, I think she's in the House of Representatives also.
Keep going.
She's a refugee from Somalia, I believe.
Okay.
And she came to America and took benefits of everything that America had to offer her.
Okay.
And then she just comes and talks shit about it the whole time.
Defund the police.
Yes.
She's a huge proponent of the whole defund the police movement, and her own district voted against it, right?
Yeah.
We don't like Ilhan Omar.
Not at all.
She sucks.
She does.
She is when I think of somebody who is going out of their way to destroy what America stands for,
the whole squad.
The whole squad. But just she is just such a figure. You know, she's Muslim. She wears the headdress. She's an immigrant. She comes up into Michigan and she's going to turn everything around. And she's just uber. Anytime there's a far left agenda, I know she's attached to it or she's, supports it, right? I don't even have to think about it.
Yep.
She sucks.
She does.
I have someone better for you.
All right.
You ready?
Hit me.
Hold on. Switching screens here. We're going to watch a quick clip.
Ilhan Omar's relentless push to defund the police is encouraging others to run against her. Our next guest fled Somalia's socialist dictatorship and says Omar is neglecting her district and is running to get Omar out of Congress. Shukri Abdurrahman is the U.S. Army veteran running against Omar in Minnesota's 5th Congressional District.
Nice.
She joins us now. Shukri, thanks so much for being here. Why are you
listen?
running?
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here. I'm running because I came from a socialist country. As you know, I left Somalia as a result of civil war. And I came here after staying in a refugee camp for 3 years, waiting to be vetted and coming here legally. And after graduating high school, I joined the military to serve my country back and never to forget, having its doors open to us and giving us a safe haven. I grew up in Minnesota, in downtown Minneapolis, and it's not the same as what it used to be. I mean, we have crime-ridden streets. People are afraid to go to the grocery stores, drive their cars, and getting carjacked. Kids are afraid to go to school because the streets are not safe. So I'm running because I have 3 children, and I want their future to be safe and sound. Right now, we're living in a country where we are advocating to defund the police that is supposed to keep us safe.
Right.
And I'm not for defunding the police. I'm funding the police and hiring more and increasing.
Okay, that's enough.
I got it. Shukri.
This is Shukri Abdurrahman. Abdurraham.
Okay.
I'm in love.
I like it.
I'm in love.
Oh, wait, you're a racist.
No.
Oh, no.
I'm not a racist.
Oh.
That's the thing.
I think she's great. She'd be
you don't like Ilhan Omar, you're probably a racist.
Yeah.
No. I love this chick.
I think she'd be a great representative for her district.
That's right. And she's going against Ilhan Omar this midterm.
Is she getting money thrown at her?
I don't know.
She's going to need cash.
Let's start a OnlyFans. A
GoFundMe.
a GoFundMe.
We already have an OnlyFans.
Yeah, you can find us at Gen Gap OnlyFans. Gen Gap Late Night. We don't have to have 1,000 followers to go live on OnlyFans.
No, we don't.
But I didn't write anything. I didn't write anything down for this. I saw this video and I said, this lady is everything that Ilhan Omar should be. Exactly. This is the American dream.
Yes.
And obviously, I have to preface with I've done minimal research. I can barely pronounce her name. But from this interview, if she is the polar opposite of Ilhan Omar, I like it. I like what she stands for. I like funding the police.
Join the military.
Guess what? The rich people's neighborhoods, they're keeping their police.
Yeah.
It's the poor neighborhoods that are going to lose their police in the whole defund the police situation. You know what I mean? Like no one says that. No one says that. I'm all for it, man.
I'm all for it too. I mean, Omar, she comes to America.
Mm-hmm.
I think she migrated legally. I believe she was a refugee.
Okay.
Got put on food stamps and everything else this country offered her.
Gave her everything.
Right. I think probably
nothing wrong with that.
No. Probably put her through college.
Right.
And this is how you repay us. Telling us how bad we are and how we're the evil Satan. And you can go back to Somalia anytime.
Bye. Have fun.
Planes go both ways.
That's right. Have fun. Goodbye. We'll take her over.
Go to Ghana, enjoy some pea cola.
But I don't know. I saw this and, I can just hear you don't like Ilhan Omar because she wears a headdress and because she's from Somalia and because you're racist. And it's like, no. I don't like Ilhan Omar because she's a cunt.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, like I don't like her because she does not represent what America needs. No. America is in a bad place in my opinion right now. We need leaders and elected representatives who they want to bring that swagger back to America. You know what I mean? They want to bring that sense of patriotism back. And a part of that is admitting that America is a great country and America can bring people from Somalia and bring you up and you know what? You can become whatever you want. This woman is a refugee from Somalia and is now running for Congress.
Yeah. So
for the most powerful country in the world.
And this is also a good point about immigration.
Right.
Legal immigration.
Right.
This lady did it the right way.
Right.
She's very thankful.
Yeah.
You know, and when we say we want legal immigration,
right.
We just want the best of your country. That's it right here.
Right.
This lady's it.
And, you know, a lot of people, because I don't know if you know, but almost 2 million people crossed the southern border last year. I don't care if it's Mexicans or blacks or Asians or whites. Yeah. I want you to come across legally. I was born in this country. Yes, that's the one claim to privilege that I will admit. I was born in this fucking country. I don't have to go through any of the hoops.
Anybody born in this country is born with privilege.
Right. I don't have to jump through the hoops to become a part of this country. But unfortunately, to keep this country amazing and to keep it as badass as it is, you need only the best can come in. Yeah. We can only allow the people, and it's not even the best. You are a part of the best. It's not like the best, like you're the smartest or the strongest or the whatever, the most courageous. If you're willing to go through that process, you're a part of the best.
Yes.
You're a part of the best if you're willing to put in the time and effort to go through the process to become an American citizen legally. Every single person I know that is a U.S. citizen, an immigrant that has become a U.S. citizen legally, fucking hate illegal aliens.
Yes, they do.
They hate illegal aliens. You never hear that on the mainstream media that, oh, by the way, all the people who came over legally, yeah, they fucking hate.
Why do you think all those blue towns in South Texas all voted red last year?
Right. Because they're literally just getting inundated with, you know.
I think there's an awakening happening
for sure.
There. I really do.
I'm really excited to see what happens in this race specifically. I know that, you know, this is a something that has to do with up in Michigan. But at the same time, it lets us know kind of the pulse of the country. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Hope she has some money because, you know, Soros is going to be throwing money at this.
Yeah, for sure. But you know what? Let's, you know, Shakri Abdurham. I'm going to butcher that name.
Abdurrahman. I think it's Abdurrahman.
You know,
Abdurrahman.
Whatever. I'm not, you know what I mean? I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry.
Oh, Shukri.
Yeah.
Shook.
What's up, Shook?
Shook.
My girl's shook, dude. But you know, I saw this and it makes you feel patriotic. You know what I mean? When you hear somebody talking about how we don't hear that enough. All we hear day in and day out is America's bad. You're a colonizer. We have such a bad history. We hate all these people. We do terrible things, blah, 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 all this and that. But at the end of the day, we're still the best country in the world.
Remember the guy who starts out all his videos, Hey Colonizer?
Hey Colonizer. Yeah, Modern Warner.
Bad week for him.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What happened?
I guess he got caught cheating on his wife with a white woman, according to what I'm seeing on TikTok.
No.
Yeah.
Can you please package that up into a segment so I can get informed?
With a white conservative woman, from what I saw.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Get that ready. I want to know about
this.
That.
Isn't factual. This is what I've seen on TikTok.
This is just TikTok gossip.
TikTok spilling the tea on him. And he's been very quiet since then. But all those people that like call him out all the time are just putting him on blast.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like...
I always thought he was gay. But
I feel like we... And this is off topic. Sorry, Shuka. Shuka. Whatever we want. Yeah. Right. Shook. My girl Shook. Whatever. We have crossed this threshold. Joe Biden won. Joe Biden's the president. We've got the, Antifa, the black.
Is he though?
Is he even awake? Does he even know he's a president? Yeah. I don't know. But people are realizing that. People are realizing, like, is he the fucking president? Who fucking knows?
Did you see Wisconsin?
No.
I think I saw. So I see these things and I don't vet them out right away because I don't really plan on talking about them. I believe Wisconsin took their 10 electoral votes back.
Oh, from the Convention of States kind of thing?
No, from the Electoral College.
I don't think they really can do that. I think what you've given them, you can't really take it back.
Just keep on talking. I have the internet here.
So, what was I saying right before you
how awesome I am?
No.
Oh.
I was talking about something.
Illegal aliens.
No, past that. Shit, you made me lose my train of thought. I told myself I wasn't going to forget what I was
Colonizers.
just saying. The colonizers. Oh, the Great Awakening. So I think I really do think there's a Great Awakening. All I hear from the media and just I keep saying this word pulse, but I'm feeling this pulse from the country right now. I really feel like I am.
I think so too.
And I'm feeling people being like, fuck Joe Biden. The left has gone too far. I don't care if there's a left. I don't care if you vote left. Vote for a legitimate left. Vote for a left that stands for America still. You know what I mean? And I think that's that awakening. I don't mind being a Republican or a conservative that goes to battle against Democrats as long as we're both wanting to make America better rather than destroy America. I feel like there's an awakening. This Ilhan Omar race with my girl Shook. You've got this, now you're saying this colonizer thing. Everything that's happening with Whoopi Goldberg, everything that's happening with CNN. Right now, I'm really feeling this momentum of like the left has kind of overcalculated. You know what I mean? They kind of overbought or oversold, and now they're not producing on anything that they sold. The defund the police, the crime is just up in every major city in the United States. Inflation is crazy because Joe Biden's a fucking idiot. COVID is just completely falling apart. I think people are waking up. I think there's going to be a big change. I think we're about to enter a new decade of a different thought. Maybe people take a step back and say, hey, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't cancel each other. Maybe we should focus on...
Start listening to Joe Rogan it. I just want to hear a different point of view.
Right.
Maybe I'll come your way.
I'm totally down to listen to a different point of view. Just don't feed me the talking points of the, George Soros. Go ahead. What do you got?
So I was laughing at the beginning of this because I was typing it into Google.
Okay. Into Google?
Yeah, I may go back. I need to go to DuckDuckGo, maybe.
So what were you typing into Google?
I just typed, did Wisconsin pull back their electoral?
Oh, and nothing showed up.
Well, I didn't. I stopped because I'm like, that was a waste of time because it's not going to be. So Wisconsin did vote. It says on Tuesday during a floor session, Wisconsin Assembly leaders rejected a proposal from Representative Timothy Rantham, a Republican, to reclaim Wisconsin's 10 electoral votes from President Joe Biden in the 2020 presidential election. Okay. In response, the Gateway Pundit published an article with the following headline: Wisconsin Assembly votes to advance Representative Rantham's resolution to reclaim Wisconsin's electors for president and vice president that were certified under fraudulent plot. That is a false statement. The Wisconsin Assembly did not vote to advance Rantham's resolution to reclaim Wisconsin electors. They were certified under fraudulent. Yeah. So basically, they voted on it. They took a vote on it.
So they voted on it,
but they're not saying what the vote was.
Mm.
So
you don't know if it was like if it passed, but they did vote on it.
It didn't pass. I don't see where it says the vote.
And this was Minnesota, you said?
Wisconsin.
So interesting.
Anyways, now hey, we're just trying to bring the truth. Like I said, hey, did you know this? Well, let's look it up. I don't know. I just saw it.
Yeah.
That's the problem is you see shit and you don't know if it's real or not.
Yeah. Well, even our U.S. government right now is saying, hey, you're all about to see some shit, and guess what? It's fake.
Yeah, it's not real.
Dude.
We helped.
I don't know. We did it. And
look this way. We're going to go over here, though.
Yeah. Look this way. Don't look here.
Hey, well, I'm pulling for you, Shook.
Hey, my girl, Shook. Thank you so much. Vote Shook, I guess.
If you're
for all of our listeners out there in the
Minnesota
area.
Minnesota, don't you know?
Minnesota. Okay.
Sure.
Cool. Well, that was my rant, Kelly.
There you go.
Okay, Kelly.
Everybody's third favorite segment.
God damn it. You have all the best segments.
Kelly's rant. We've been lied to about the earth.
I swear to God, if you tell me some flat earth shit right now, I'm going to flip this table.
Nope.
Okay.
It's not the flat earthers.
What have I been lied to?
Click on that first one.
Okay. Oh, gosh, there's like a diatribe.
Do you recognize that?
That is the picture?
It's called the Mercator projection of the map. That's the map that you see growing up in school.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
That's the all the sizes of the countries and where they're all at. And
do you want to read the caption on there?
The Mercator projection, the map most commonly seen hanging in classrooms and in the textbooks, was created in 1596 to help sailors navigate the world. The familiar map gives the right shapes of land masses, but at the cost of distorting their sizes in favor of the wealthy lands to be north. Have you seen this?
No, but I'll hold my comments.
What country is that? Continent is that?
That's Greenland.
Okay. Click on the next map to see the actual size of Greenland. That's an actual map of the Earth.
Okay, I understand what's going on here. Yeah, sure.
Like, if you look at the other map, like United States and Africa, they're about the same size.
So we can toggle back and forth.
Yeah, see there's United States and South America.
Yeah. So you're saying per longitude and latitudinal lines, because we can see that the distances between the longitude and latitudinal lines are different.
It says, and if you go the other one, it even says they look stretched because it's on a sphere.
Right, exactly. Right.
But those are the actual. Look at Greenland.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
It's little. It's tiny.
Well, it's not tiny. Do you mind?
It is.
Do you mind if I go through?
Oh no, I got a TikTok that'll prove it.
Okay. It's not that it's tiny. Yes, it looks
wrapped around.
Yes, it looks big here, but you have to think that it actually. I'm pointing over here to the top, and they can't see our mouse pointer, but it kind of spans across from right to left.
Just wait. Okay. I'm going to counter you.
Okay.
If you look at a map today, you'll likely see that North America is larger than Africa. Alaska is larger than Mexico, and China is smaller than Greenland. In reality, China, 4 times the size of Greenland.
4 times bigger than Greenland. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Africa is 3 times larger than North America, and Mexico is larger than Alaska. All in reality. The distortion is a result of the Mercator projection, the map most commonly seen hanging in classrooms and in textbooks, which was created in 1596 to help sailors navigate the world. The biggest challenge is that it is impossible to portray the reality of a spherical world on a flat map.
Yeah.
A problem that has haunted cartographers for centuries. So hit this TikTok. This guy pretty much sums it up well, and he actually takes the sizes of the countries and he drags them so you can actually see how big countries are in reality.
Right. Okay. So he's going to overlay Texas on top of Europe or something like that. Okay. So
to be a colony of Belgium, but Belgium in comparison looks like this. Finally, we need to look at a few other places on the map to the north and the south. Let's start with Sweden, which looks big, but comparing it to Madagascar again, we see that it actually isn't.
Sure, yeah.
Iceland also seems like a large island, but
wait,
it's actually roughly the same
hold on.
size as
So he just said that Sweden and Madagascar are the same size?
Tasmania, just south of Australia. And finally, we have the white elephant in the room of Greenland, which towers like a behemoth at the top of the map. Greenland masquerades as being a continent in her own right, looking bigger than Australia, South America, and being comparable to North America.
Yeah, wow.
But in reality, Greenland is much, much smaller. The globe reveals Greenland to be the island that she pretends that she isn't, and we get a much more accurate depiction this time when we compare her to Australia, South America, and North America.
That's really cool.
And of course, we can't forget about the most shy continent in the world that everybody always forgets about, Antarctica, who spends her time hiding away at the bottom of the map. Most people don't truly have a good understanding of the size of Antarctica.
Huge.
To be a colony of...
Oh, so there was another part to... Okay, so this is part 5.
You can go to part 6 if you
want.
want.
No, it's fine.
But I found that very interesting.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Greenland is small.
Yeah, no, I can see what you're saying here is so what we're looking at now is
that's the Mercator
projection. So this is what we'll see in the classrooms, and this is what kids are going to see from K to 12. And me, myself, I'm looking at it being like...
Yeah, that's the size of things.
And I understand that things wrapped around a globe are going to look different, but the Greenland thing, the Sweden compared to Madagascar, that's wild. You think of Madagascar as this little thing off of the coast of... Yeah, because now when you look at it, look how small Europe is compared to Madagascar. Africa looks huge.
Oh, yeah. Africa's huge.
Africa looks massive. And China, looks really small.
That's pretty crazy. Never knew.
See, but I don't know, because I don't know if it's saying that this is lying. You know what I mean? It's like maybe just a poor way. It's a poor way to examine the the Earth. Because
Greenland's not that large though.
Even in reality.
In reality.
Even on a sphere, it's not that big.
No.
It's kind of weird. Mexico looks way bigger. Right? When you kind of like toggle back and forth. Brazil looks bigger too. They all look different. What did it say? I wish I knew what it said about Antarctica, because Antarctica has to be.
Or go back to that TikTok. You can go to part 6 and see what he says.
Okay, let's go. I'm going to go to this and see if I can. Part 4, part 5, part 6 right here.
That's Strangest Borders.
What? Oh,
that's Strangest
okay,
Borders.
okay.
Scroll down, it'll probably say.
Yeah, let me know if we see it. Hold on. Keep going. Man, he's got a lot of videos.
Yeah, I mean, they're very educational.
Yeah, sure. Too. No, that's cool.
Tell you, there's good stuff on TikTok.
Okay, here you go. Why the map
that's
of the world
we just watched.
fake?
5.
Okay,
here's 6.
Oh, mother trucker.
It's got 402,000 followers.
I literally just had it, and I clicked on it. It went to the top. Hold on.
There it is. This is over here. Part 6.
It jumped to the top again. Hold on. I'm going to pause the video. Okay, we got it up. Let's take a look. This is part 6. Now I'm interested because I want to know. The size of Antarctica, because when you look at that map that you were talking about, this first one, it's huge. That Antarctica stretches from right to left, the whole entire thing, and then in here it just shows kind of like a little, it kind of pops up, a quarter of the way and then drops down a little bit. So let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Probably go either way between being larger or smaller than you think, but the truth is Antarctica is a huge continent. It is much bigger than Australia. It can stretch all the way from Kiev to Uganda, and incredibly can be placed between the southernmost tip of Texas in the United States and stretch all the way into the northernmost islands of Canada. There are many more examples like this, but you...
Okay, so Antarctica is pretty big.
Bunch of ice.
Next question.
Yeah.
Is that ice? Or is that land?
I don't know.
If Antarctica was to de-thaw,
how big would it be?
Or would it just be thaw?
Thaw.
Yeah. De-thaw would be freezing, right?
Yes.
If it was to thaw out, would it still be that size? I don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know.
But we've been lied to.
We have been lied to. I don't know if we've been lied to. We've been misled. Maybe the structural racism of the situation is really what's
the systemic
barring us from,
trying to make the white countries bigger.
Anyways, that's really cool.
That's crazy.
That's a good little rant. I mean, you just got to think about it. If you started on 2 points on a globe, if you were in, let's say, Los Angeles, California, and Dallas, they're kind of on the same longitudinal lines, right? And you and I were both to go north and continue going north,
we'd eventually meet.
You and I would think we're going straight up, right? We're going north, but then at some point we'd meet at a point. Like we don't think about our space in that kind of terms. We think about it on a 2D map, and we have this perception of okay, Europe is like the size of Texas.
First time I thought about this, what you're saying is
the shower.
No, I flew to London. Flew to Heathrow, and we flew from Dallas to Chicago. And when you got on a big international plane, there's usually a big map up there where you are in the world.
Right.
And I always thought we just flew across the Atlantic Ocean. No. Fly over the top.
Right. There's a term for that. And when I was learning about that thing, that's exactly why they know about that, because you don't fly straight to Heathrow. You fly
over,
up and over. There's a
we came in through Iceland and Ireland and that way.
It's freaking crazy. The tiny Greenland, right? You flew over tiny Greenland.
I saw it.
Did you see it? You're like, oh, that's so small. It's so much smaller than on the maps.
Bunch of ice.
Bunch of green.
Actually, I was asleep.
Oh, napping? First class?
Napping? No, I wasn't first class.
Oh, this is back in the day?
Back in the day, I was back with Gen Pop. But funny story is 2 weeks before that, this is 2006, 7.
Okay.
ISIS or Al Qaeda were going to blow up 15 planes over the Atlantic 2 weeks before my flight. So my flight was only like half full.
Oh, really?
Everybody
like,
canceled.
I
good. Got the email like, you can cancel your flight if you want.
Oh,
like,
really?
I'm good.
When was this? 2006,
2007.
Okay.
The government broke up a ISIS plot to blow up 15 planes going over the Atlantic Ocean.
Don't you hate it when they do that? Or love it when you do that?
Yeah.
Anyways, great rant, Kelly.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, Kelly, let's close this thing out.
Good pod.
Great pod. Great pod. Sorry, Joe Rogan, that you had to fall, but I'm glad there's someone to take this space in a vacuum. You know what I mean?
You can hire Jamie.
Jamie, if you need employment, let us know.
I think he's probably safe.
He's probably pretty secure. So This has been another edition of Generational Gap. Thank you so much for taking the time and hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. We love what we're doing here.
We do.
20 episodes in, we're having a great time. I know that both of us look forward to this, all week long. So, if you guys love this podcast just as much as we do, interact with us. Let us know.
Follow, subscribe,
subscribe. Yep, TikTok. We've got Gen Gap Talks. On Instagram, we're Gen Gap Picks. And, we want to hear your feedback. We want to know what you like, what you don't like. Let us know what you think about these episodes. Let us know what you think about the things we're talking about. And we really
don't text me what you think.
No, do not text us.
If
If you're watching this and you know us, do not text us. Comment on our videos. We want to know. We want to have interaction with you guys. We want to know how we can be better. We want to know what your opinion is on the subject as well. So,
yes.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you all next week.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.